Hello, everyone. Greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We live, baby.
We live. Halito, everyone.
Hey, look, I'm gonna hop off right quick. I just wanted to let everyone know that tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're gonna be on Add Power tomorrow for 1 p.m. My mom's gonna be doing genealogy. Chief Son Out will be doing genealogy. 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Aboriginal Power Genealogy. Peace, y'all.
Pieces.
See you in the space.
OTO and Petty Watch Day. Everyone, thanks for hanging in there and waiting on us to start the show. We back again. It's Tuesday. Building with the matriarch. Yes, the train is still moving. We always like to make stops at every round so we can pick up those who want to go along with this train because we're moving and we're finna
At
come up with some
rapid
solutions.
speed.
Yep.
Okay, y'all. Matter of
Halito,
Halito.
fact, call
everyone.
Teresa. I'm
I
gonna
don't
have
know
to
who.
go out, Chief. I'm gonna have to go out and come back in because my phone just rung. I don't know if can y'all hear me good.
Yes, we can hear you, Empress.
But y'all sound low. I'm gonna go out and come back in, Chief. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So just want to say, I just want to say to everybody who went to the courthouse today, congratulations. Congratulations to everybody who went to the courthouse today to get their ancestors' land redeeded to themselves and to their family. Congratulations, guys. If you have not made it to the courthouse is open, y'all. It's open every day. It wasn't like mandatory to just go today. I just had to put a date on it just to see who was all serious. For those of you who have not found your ancestors, keep looking. We're releasing resources to find people all the time. Check out the genealogy chat that they're going to do tomorrow. That should help you a lot. Some of you may be searching for patents on Glow Records. Every state isn't on Glow Records. So you're going to have to get an actual landmass. You're going to have to actually talk to your family and find out where your ancestors were. And you may have to pull up on those county courthouses. You got to do what you got to do at this point, because if you don't try, you could be missing out on a fortune that was literally passed down to you and your family. So don't miss out on the fortune. Like, don't miss out. Keep trying. Don't give up. Don't stop. If the name is one letter off, put in variations of the name until you come up and find what happened. Sometimes enumerators change the names in the census records. So it's always good to kind of play with the names, just until you find what you're looking for. So keep going, keep trying. Don't give up. A lot of people didn't have nothing just a few weeks ago and walked in the courthouse and literally got land recorded in their families, today. And so every little step is a success. Even when you hit a brick wall, your ancestors are smiling down on you just for trying. So keep that in mind.
And
Okay.
also, may I add that anyone who has family that was in the military, they can get the DD2 form, find their family that was in the military, and collect that money, because that is a pension, that is a trust. So you can get your families, I mean your relations money, because that is yours. If you find any kind of lineage, of your people in the military, you could do a DD214 form and get that money.
That's really good information. And
Y'all
then
okay?
yeah, that's really good information. And then, Chief, there is another I don't know, you may know this. There is another form that people can collect off of the land patents. Some of the land patents that were taken by the government, the proceeds from that land is in a trust as well that people can collect. I don't know which form to fill out, but there's a sector of land that was taken from the government. It was turned into state parks. It was used for government facilities and so forth and so on. All the money generated on those properties by law is held in a trust right now. And so if your ancestors have land patents and some of the land is taken, or if it was canceled by a government agency, then they have the money for you in a trust already.
That's amazing. That
Mm-hmm.
is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they do. So that's some good stuff that for people to look into too. Um, Someone put go to the National Archives, get the 214, and file it with the county clerk. California residents getting notices on call phone stay home orders. What?
They're really trying to stop
Y'all,
this progress, guys. They really are. They're
so
coming up
y'all
with
are
all
getting,
kinds of things to keep us out the courts, to keep us home because they know we waking up in mass speed. So what now we have to do is just fight this, start putting some things on notice to them and letting them know that we have no intentions of bowing down to this mass shit. We have no intentions of getting vaccinated. So we have to just keep putting notices, sending notices to the Department of Justice, to the Attorney General of your state, and just let them know you are the indigenous. You don't have to you can find genealogy, that's important, but right now what's most important is you putting them on notice.
yeah,
That's a
absolutely.
fact.
Wow,
Okay,
somebody
y'all. I
said
guess they're getting ready to play this video that Chief Net wanted to play. So
I'm
y'all want to?
sorry, it's kind of breaking up.
Big Al Power on here.
I'm
What's
still
up, Big
breaking
Al
up.
Power?
Yes, really bad.
Peace,
Oh,
peace, peace. I want to say peace and blessings to all the
Yes.
sisters on the panel.
Big Air Powers in the building. What it do?
power to
Me
the
Hey,
big
peace.
and T Sun
power.
out. Peace to y'all, man. Big Al Rouge Power in the building. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Let me get some fire emojis in this bitch. Yeah,
That's
we
That's
Yes.
my
say
right. That's
that's
right.
my
That's right.
people
Talk
there,
that shit.
boy.
Talk that shit. Hey y'all, we got a lot of things coming, y'all. I just kind of want to set this up. So I want to say hello to the empresses. Peace to y'all. We definitely appreciate you guys dropping that
Oh, we
heat
love
every
you guys,
Tuesday.
man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. They're gonna throw some stones at y'all, but that means that you're doing something.
That's
And
a fact.
Absolutely.
so,
Man,
don't even worry about the stones. You bypass the motherfuckers. They could
that's
throw a
right.
bowl.
Period.
They could throw a boulder at you, but you still could bypass it and do what you have to do.
Yeah, man. This is nothing. This is nothing
That's
to a
right.
giant.
That's
It's
right.
nothing to a giant. Nothing to God's. And we
That's
appreciate you
right.
guys doing the work you guys doing. Hey, so I just want to set this video up. Hey, we want to say peace to the sister Lisa Cabrera. This is a public safety and service announcement to everybody, and then we'll come back and talk about this and get into this bill. Hey, peace, everybody. I just say hello, hi. It's your Saha. We ain't going nowhere. We back. Let's go. Hey, y'all, fair use. Or as we say, fuck fair use. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, New York has a big surge in the rat population. So right now they are overrunning Central Park and the Upper West Side. Now remember, Central Park was a Black community at one time and it was stolen from them. So it's gotten so bad. These invaders are just walking about out in broad daylight. They don't even bother waiting until it's dark to be active. They're active during the day. So people are encountering these things, especially if you live on that side, and it's a big problem. So this is the New York Post. Giant New York rats overtaking Central Park and the Upper West Side. Rat school is in session as fed up New Yorkers try to learn how to deal with a surging rodent population. Rats as big as bunnies are roaming the streets in broad daylight, nesting in trees and chewing through car engine wires. Wow. Woo, that's going to cost a pretty penny to get fixed. That can cost thousands to fix. Okay, so there are so many. Residents are calling 311 hotline to complain about just the sighting of so many of them. And so far, 311 has received 12,632 calls so far over this situation, a third more than the previous year of 9,042 in 2019. With the Upper West Side teeming with hungry critters, Assemblywoman Linda Rosenthal and the City Health Department sponsor the latest incarnation of Rat Academy. 2 hours of rat prevention training live streamed Tuesday to nearly 4 dozen supers, tenants, and homeowners. The city began such training about 10 years ago. Wow. So they said it is disgusting, and I bet it is. You know, can you imagine trash day with these things tearing trash open and just because they'll eat anything. They really do. Dozens who belong on the Upper West Siders for Safer Streets have posted the sightings of these giant rats. Central Park overrunning with Lone Road. I saw
my stomach is over here turning. I thought those were some goddamn codes.
The rappels of swaths, unsuccessful with a rake. So I guess he was just swinging at him to try to get rid of him when he was sitting on this park bench. But they just kept coming and coming. So him trying to swing at him was counterproductive. He wasn't getting rid of any of them. You know, and that's the thing. You know, rats are not like mice. Mice usually will just run away from you. Rats will try to fight you, especially these city rats. No, these city rats, trust me on this one, are the toughest in the country. And if you live in the city, you know what I mean. Especially when they get up in alleys. They're not afraid to fight a human. So you got to be exceptionally careful. Not a day goes by that Amanda Levine doesn't see at least one giant rat.
She said a rest will fight you.
So she says she sprays her Jeep Cherokee with a cocktail of cinnamon and mint oils and water because, you know, a lot of these rodents don't like the smell of mint. Like certain scents they don't like. So they'll just kind of avoid smelling that. Under the hood and all 4 tire bearings to ward off the critters in her apartment complex on the 107th Street between Amsterdam and Broadway. Her neighbors tell her they hear these things in the walls.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, so you know, many of the people are ticked off over the invasion of these rats, especially on the Upper West Side, outdoor dining, more homeless New Yorkers, shoddy street cleaning, and the biggest trash not being picked up. This is what they're blaming the rat invasion on. They're saying trash is not being picked up often enough, both from cans on sidewalk corners and stacks of bags. Hauled to the curb by building superintendents. Okay, so the Department of Sanitation is responsible for both the street cleaning and garbage collection. Spokesman Joshua Goodman told the Post. Wow. So, you know, they're saying not keeping the streets clean has caused the rat population to explode in New York on the Upper West Side. Only the residents, business, and the city work together. We can address a problem that is as old as persistent as the city of New York itself. As far as Levine is concerned, the only one to blame is Mayor Bill de Blasio. Not in the 20 years she lived on the block have rats been so thick. Wow. So I guess what they're pretty much saying is the sanitation department is not cleaning up and they're not coming around often enough to get the trash. City Hall denied the notion. The mayor clearly does not want to get rid of the sanitation department. Bill de Blasio, Mitch Schwartz told the Post. I can't imagine where anyone would get that impression. Some of the residents were saying they think they're trying to do away with the sanitation department. I don't know how they would do that either. Okay, so it's just talking about residents are traumatized by the gang of 10 to 15 rats outside of 96th Street subway. Oh yeah, can you imagine that? Because you would have to get to the subway if you don't have any other form of transportation, and you gotta walk through them rats. Ugh, I wouldn't like that either. You used to see the rats on tracks, she said. Now they are literally part of the community. They should pay rent. She compared her encounter to the invasion scene.
Like they coming into the Aboriginal
so
community.
About some cartoon. We need the guardian angels for the rats. I need them to be gone. Yeah. I mean, and them things carry all kinds of disease and everything. Ugh. I tell you what, if I had to deal with a problem, this is definitely one I would never want to deal with, is giant rats. But y'all, I tell you what, you shouldn't be surprised by anything you see these days in America. Look, I did a story on the giant tegus that are taking up the southeastern part of the U.S., and they said that problem originated from Florida, but now those giant tegus are getting into multiple states in the South, and they're very invasive, and they eat anything. So, and these giant rats eat anything too, but damn, they eat the wires to car engines. Ooh, man, that got to cost you a pretty penny to get fixed over a rat, man. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.
Hey man, say less.
Well, I know Cuomo is maybe one of the problems, but I think there's a few more people there that
People in that valley
She
keep coming
said,
around here loose.
"Hey, motherfuckers go to rat school in New York. You get your doctorate in rat school, nigga. You fuck niggas. How about that? How about that?
Yeah, I
Y'all
thought
want
folks was cubs. They were so goddamn big.
when you get the bull, you get the horn, motherfucker. How about that?
like Empress say that part.
At first, I thought she was
I ain't
talking about
finished.
cubs at
How you
first.
say Empress?
Or she's talking about actual rats or like agents.
Hey, this nigga got Master Splinter is
Real
the
big ass
I
rat.
don't
they
know. I
master
think that's
teachers,
up for the
Master
people to
Splinter right
decipher. You feel what I'm saying? Whether they was talking about
I'm just
actual
trying. Look,
rats or not,
okay,
you know.
Chief.
I think they're
Oh,
talking
oh
about
boy,
Chief,
we
I'm
got
a
we got
little
a new one
hey
here.
AP.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese, motherfucker,
I'm a
right
little
here.
confused. Can
Oh,
y'all help
soft,
me? Can
scared of
y'all help
babies,
me?
ass nigga. I got you. Don't worry about it.
So that's really going on right now. Or are we talking about these
I
rats
said
in
the
the
same
community?
thing. I said the same
The
I
thing.
rats in the
believe, I
Nah,
believe,
community.
I
nah, nah,
believe,
nah.
I
I was
believe
just
it.
talking about
I
it was a
believe it.
public service announcement.
I believe it's
So
more of
let
a double
can
metaphor.
I can I
You
say
see
It's a
something
what I'm
about
double
that?
saying?
metaphor.
Can I say something about that, y'all? I don't know the ancestors. Boy, y'all are funny. I'm supposed to be working, and the lights went off up there, so they sent me back here for a reason to see what was going on. Y'all, we you can't throw. We don't throw shade at trees that don't bear no fruit.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
understand what I'm saying? These niggas ain't bearing no fruit. We wasting time. They not bearing no fruit.
Mm-mm.
They don't even like, yo, we the fruit bearers. That's why they so
Period.
mad.
Yep.
Ooh, they big mad.
That's why they so
Big mad.
mad.
And
I
Janice
love
kept
y'all though. That was funny. I knew. See,
that
Chief,
that chief holiday.
Chief, you something else,
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
So messy.
You something else, bro. That
Hey,
was
we
that was
rodent hunting around this
that
motherfucker.
was a
How about
damn
that?
good one.
Op rat, fuck ass.
That was a good one.
Hey,
That was a
I just wanted to get a public service announcement before y'all get into y'all bills. My bad. Y'all go
We
ahead. I'm out.
know. We got Al Power, big Al Power on the panel. Welcome, bro.
Today, my brother.
yes, it
All
was.
right,
That
peace,
was an
peace, peace,
awesome bill
everybody.
today.
Peace and blessings. I'm glad to be part of the panel this time. I've been watching. There's always some fire. Always. So
Yes.
I'm just
Yes, and we
Well,
in the
we
always
gonna
watching
have
you. If we not, we
Denise.
working.
Yes, we working. We want her to go. We have been speaking in the back about the councils and whatever else you want to discuss, but definitely we've been having people saying that the Aboriginal community is a pseudo community. Like I mentioned earlier today on our Power channel, ABO is the original bloodline. ABO. And what does that spell? Aborigines.
And
It's
actually, it's
in the
O.
blood.
O is the oldest blood there is. Now,
Yes.
I think it's A that's Blackfoot, but O is the original blood of all the Aborigines. And if they do, B is mostly African. But
Yep, it
um,
is.
yes, yeah.
But
But
it
Mhm.
O is the
and you can
original blood.
it is. It really
It's the
is.
mitochondrial DNA.
Mm.
Yep, yep.
But we've been having people making shots at us all week.
Then make
They haven't.
shots.
They've been making the shots, but
What do you
they say
care?
we don't believe in genealogy. I know that's like one of their greatest talking points. We don't believe in tracing the family. Like I showed, I've been showing Lyrica and Original Rocket. My lineage just on my daddy's side got back all the way to the 10th great grandfather. Yeah, he a pale skin. Okay, but I got back to my 10th great great grandfather. So
Did
when people
everyone
sit
know
That's
here,
a lot of work.
that the DNA test really will prove more European than African?
hmm oh yeah, I already know. Even with me tracing, I ain't found nobody African yet.
I ain't found the one, neither
Not
African
one.
or European. And they
Me
talk
either. And
about
I'm
mix.
dark.
We all different colors. What the hell they talk? People just look.
I
Just
haven't
keep
found one either.
growing.
And I'm dark. So
Keep growing. Keep finding them patents. Keep going to the courthouse. Keep sending them notices. Stop using that social. That social is that's what's keeping you in bondage, basically.
Facts.
You get your EIN number, a state EIN number, start your estate, start your trust, and just go from there. And then everything's going to flow in place because you are the original heir. And what did they say in the treaties? Said Indians. Might have wasn't called that, but they started calling you that. So you have to, you're going by those treaties and you're making the treaties work for you. They say the treaties don't work, but that's not true. You have to make the treaties work for you. My
yep.
baby. And not being a Title 25 Indian. There's a difference between federally recognized and federally acknowledged. To be acknowledged, that means you're telling them what you're doing. You're sending them notices. You're not living. You the original heir, and you're letting them know.
Yep.
Yeah, I relinquish the mic.
Okay, Janice. I would like to, I just wanted to expound on the councils and stuff. I know you have had military records and you have dug deep into this history.
Hmm.
So I would like, to expound on what all the American Indians slash Aborigines, indigenous people of America built before it's the councils. And can you speak also on the railroad tracks?
Yes, of course. Um, this is really simple, especially when you start looking at the military records. That's why for the past, I know, year, I've been kind of like telling people, hey, go look at the Civil War. I even had to do a little thoughting. Okay, I did a little thought bopping on my IG page to get people to go look at the Civil War. I ain't gonna lie, because it's so important for men to see what happened during the Civil War. You had indigenous Americans making whole torpedoes. They literally created underwater detonators during the Civil War. You had American niggers that was taken into captivity by the Union Army to build their boat fleet, their fleet of boats. And so after the end of the Civil War, the United States Army, also known as the Union Army, had the biggest fleet of boats in the world. And that's because they was capturing men from the South, from the Confederate Army, who at that time had the biggest fleet of boats, taking their boats, taking them into captivity, and forcing them to build boats. That's why when you start looking at some of your ancestors' files, they have both Confederate and Union files. I have ancestors that have both Confederate, and after 1863, now they have a Union file. And so you can deduce that these ancestors was captured at some point and forced to work for the Union Army. They weren't just fighting for the Union Army. They knew at this point that this had nothing to do with slavery. So when you go back and look into these files, it was so much stuff happening. The Union Army literally came to the South and started blowing up the railroads. They started literally, like, just ripping the railroads up. There were electric railroads down here in Georgia. Electric. These people were already on some high speed rail type stuff. It wasn't no just no choo choo. These railroad, they were going fast on these little trains. These are some of the oldest train systems, the oldest train systems in the world. And so it was
Can
so
you
much
expound on
happening.
who built them?
Of course, our ancestors built them. These are the oldest railroad tracks in the world. Our ancestors built them. Nobody came over and built these railroad tracks but our ancestors. We descended from the people who built these systems, just like we descended from the people who just done created damn near everything else in the world. We're still
Can you
creating things in the world
can you tell
today.
us where we can find this? Because we got people that think that we just pulling shit out our ass.
You can go on
Just
Fold 3. You know what? If you ain't down, if you ain't down with going into the military file, I go straight into the Army Corps of Engineers files. I got in trouble multiple times for going into their files. They don't wipe my whole computer out for going into their files. I have paid people to get me certain government files. But you can start on Fold 3. It's a lot of files that were declassified under Trump
so
that was supposed to be
y'all hear that?
classified.
You super
That was
Negroes,
that was
you
supposed
super
to be
Negroes. I want
classified
y'all to
for
pay
years.
attention.
Some of these files were supposed to. Some of these files have 1,000 years, 500-year classification marks on them. Trump declassified a whole lot of stuff. I don't know why, but he did. And so these files are everywhere. It was how many civil? It has to be thousands of Civil War files on Fold 3. It's not hard to find this information on Fold 3. But if you bought
We
that life,
living in
go
more
directly.
prehistoric than our
Huh?
ancestors. And I know this for a fact. We're living more prehistoric today than our ancestors did.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But
Our
you got
ancestors.
niggas that read from pale skin books and then say that we're wrong. We
Well,
get our information from the pale
here,
skin.
here's the thing.
They'll say a nigga wrote the book. You really know who wrote the book because at this point in time, what I've been seeing, they can write anybody's name in a book and say that they was the author of the book. Don't mean that person existed. They can just put a name in a book, tell you they wrote the book, and oh, he was African. That's what I'm starting to see too.
Well, here's the thing. That's fine. It's really, really simple. Who is building shit today? Who is creating stuff today?
Please
This
tell
is
me.
really simple. Who is still fighting today? We're still fighting today. A lot of these people who are online, George, tell them to go down their genealogy and see see what their people did other than stay on dirt roads. If they were the ones who built the railroads here, there would be railroads in Africa.
There you go.
There would be extensive railroads in Eurasia. Those railroads in Eurasia, they weren't built until World War One and afterwards. And that's when the niggers was fighting in World War One and had to go over there and build it. So these arguments between these people who know nothing. If they are such researchers, I shouldn't have to tell them to look into the military files to get information out. I shouldn't have to tell them this if they're great researchers. You should know to get straight to the point. I get straight to the point, go right to the military and see what these people was doing for real. Because this whole time, our people was in war this whole time. So if they was in war this whole time, that means there would be an extensive block of military documents that can help you unpack history. Now, if you want to see some castles, you can go look at some of the old penitentiaries. Some of these Negro castles, some of these Negroes who was literally pushed off their land. Like I said in my last live video, I found a whole family with the last name Royal down there in Coffee
Big
County.
facts.
You know, a whole family. When these people was pushed off their land, they had actual castles that look just like the little princess castles that you be seeing. Okay? That castle in particular, it was turned into a penitentiary. Still looking like a castle. This stuff is really easy
right
to
here
find. It's
in
not that
Tennessee. And it's called the Castle right here out on Cockrell Bend Road. My uncle was locked up there that they turned to a prison, and it was called the Castle.
Multiple castles was turned into prisons, because I'm talking about the ones here in Georgia.
Brushy Mountain too. Brushy Mountain is up in East Tennessee.
I'm talking about the ones here in Georgia were turned into penitentiaries. You know, and it makes me question the big penitentiary down in Atlanta. It made me even question that, because see, these castles turned into penitentiaries. What was this for real? For real? Maybe this was some nigga stuff up here too, because this penitentiary in Atlanta looks beautiful. I mean, it doesn't even look like it should be a penitentiary. It's a brick. I mean, nice. It looks like artesian type buildings that you see when you go to Europe and all these places with this flashy stuff.
As a matter of fact, even some of your Masonic halls, your movie theaters, and some of your older banks in your local cities is also some of these same structural style architects as well.
They sure are. So, they absolutely are. And this is the same line of Masons that descended from these mound builders. Like I said, even with these mounds weren't just piles of dirt. Some of these temple mounds was they were actual stone, actual granite. You know, look at Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain was all white granite at one point.
Right, Stone Mountain. Right. As a matter of fact, Emerald Mound, which is a couple of them throughout the United States, that spiral staircases went up, and a lot of people end up turning them down, destroying them, letting them overgrow. But don't get it twisted. A lot of these people who end up buying this land memorialize the top of the mound, similar to how we would have memorialized. They put houses on top of there, which is disrespect in honor to our ancestors. But you know, it shows you they was even trying to hide some of these things. We've been showing the mounds for some times, and a lot of people don't understand how important these mounds was, not just for ceremonial uses, not just for burial uses, but even for food storage uses. We talk about the salt mound, which keeps your food refrigerated, you know what I'm saying, without using the actual refrigerator, you know. So
Absolutely. You know, you had the temple mounds, you had the council houses. Some of these mounds, like you said, it was actual temples built on top of these mounds. You know, who was in those temples, I wonder? Who were in those temples? These temples weren't just built of, like, you know, dirt. Like I said, dirt and grass and little, you know, TP looking shit. Now, these were, you talking about brick masons. You talking about granite that's found more abundantly here on the east coast of the United States than anywhere in the world. You talking about some of this granite that was found in the East Coast was used to build structures over there in Eurasia and Africa. And so even to this day, see where they're getting most of the granite from. They're getting most of the granite to this day from over here in America. Our ancestors mastered using these materials to build. They mastered it.
I'm
That's
glad
why
you
they were
said that
master
because
masons.
we got a lot of people got our people thinking that we was butt naked running through jungles, that wasn't educated and didn't know how to speak, didn't know how to read. Oh yeah, they got the number 0 through 9 in America, but that was it. You can't make this dumbass shit up. They got our people didn't build shit, but was living in motherfucking teepees or huts, whatever they want to call it. This is what's being taught. When we done bypassed all that, we did go AP them a couple years back did a timeline of what was going on in America. So they have the American Indian Encyclopedia. So they was going over different stuff that took place during different times. Even though we know time don't it, they have took time from us. But this is what, this in the book. Now, I know for a fact we got Masons here. Masons mean builders. So what are you telling me? They left out of America when they built up other lands and then decided to come back and built up America once they got tired of building up Europe?
As a matter of fact, it talks about some of our buildings using huge stone and with precision cutting, and that used a polygram lock, what they called I forget the actual architect. I think it's called I forget the call, but they use a polygram lock where they interlock one. They cut one way and they cut it another way. They sit it on top of it to slide in, and it locks itself in together. Right? It's called polygram lock. It's a form of masonry that was used in America that's still being used today. As a matter of fact, they looked at some of them down there and said it's still so precise cutting, you can't stick a razor blade through it, through the cracks.
Wow.
You can't put a razor blade through it. So
wow.
That goes to show just what everything we built, they will have to either blow it up or get something to tear it down. Because this is what I have noticed. In the South, we still have long houses. That's what our people lived in. When I tell you most of the long houses are still built, still standing, even after hurricanes and tornadoes that went through the motherfucker, and they still standing with the shit that these niggas have done built up within the last 100 years. Every time something hit, it tears up. So you tell me.
Look, people at this point, look, we just got to acknowledge the fact that there are a lot of agents in this Aboriginal community. I wouldn't even be in this Aboriginal community if it wasn't for you, Empress Holbert. And I'm so thankful that you found me and brought me over here. And
it's an honor to even have you here with us, because we needed a fresh new face to help keep this community going. We love you over here.
And I love y'all. Y'all some of the smartest people I have met. Like no cap. Like I listen to y'all and y'all got it. And the fact that, we've been able, to be honest, a lot of people in the indigenous community, when I started talking about land patents, they had already did so much of the work. So these are the people who are just going to the courthouses and just taking off and really getting land turned over, their family land turned back over really quickly. And so I have to credit you for even bringing me over here to even be able to talk to the people, to even so they can even get to the courthouse.
When I tell you, I told them today that this is one hellified matriarch that we got going right here. Because we're about the people. It's not about me. It's about we. We are the people. When I came into this community, I came with the thought to reunite our people and to bring my people together. It was never about me. It was about us. We all together, collectively, like the universe. You are unified as a people in order to take back what is rightfully yours. But for some reason, we have a lot of people that's out here that want to be on this ass shit, and you don't know nothing. We know everything. But according to your genealogy, your bloodline, I ain't got to argue with nobody. Because I know what my motherfucking bloodline said. And I'm going to show you what my shirt say today. You see what my shirt say? It says Aboriginal.
Listen, a lot of niggas could care less about whether or not this information is accurate or not. To be real, all they in for it is for clout. They in for it to try to make some money. What they see is a cash out, a cash cow, something that haven't been untapped in, an unpicked gold mine. And these are the niggas that's coming around and they right. They don't like to be challenged. That's that type of information they kicking. But in reality, they shit is garbage. They shit is whack as hell. They don't want to stand in front of nobody. They keep putting out that weak shit. And another thing that I noticed that they're trying to do is they accept Pan African's information and then kick the
I see you,
Aboriginal
EJ.
information.
I see you, EJ. Somebody asked me. Go ahead, Al Power. I'm gonna answer him after you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sis.
No, somebody asked me, how do you track Freedman's bank records? A
Yeah.
lot of the Freedman's bank records were wiped a few months ago. You can still find a few of them if you look on a few of the state websites, like on the state archives. Like Georgia has a state archive, Tennessee has a state archive. If you go into their archives, some of them are still there. The ones that were on the National Archives, somehow they were altered. For one, all the files got the same handwriting. Some of the slots in the files were completely white out. Like they completely white out how much money these people had and so forth and so on. So a lot of them were altered. So go through the state archives to see if you can find whatever state your ancestor was in. You have to go through that state archives because
That's fucked up. Oh damn, they kicked her straight out. Chief, they kicked her out. I hope you're there. Y'all see, when you give it information, they don't want y'all to have this information. They want y'all to be lost, broke, and
That's
in
true.
dishonor.
They had a lot of freedmen's
Yeah, they
bank.
want y'all to be.
One of my grandfathers, Henry Williams, had a account at a Freedmen's Bank. I got the record, but I definitely have to do more digging because the bank's not there anymore. But they have always collected interest off those accounts.
And look how old those accounts are, Chief.
So you can claim everything.
Look how old those accounts are. So you know
sorry,
they're spending
guys.
interest just up on that.
Super old.
Chief Holiday, are you there?
You know, Chief is missed a step away for about 5 minutes.
They done kicked her out. We need to get her back on. Hold on.
But yeah, man. But as we continue to get the sister back in and we dropping that flame, we got the Empress on her, the sisters on her, Chief Sundown, like a nice cup of wine over there. I ain't mad at you. I'm about to follow up. That's what's up. Hey, shout out to the reals out there. Hey, can we get some fire emojis to show y'all support? We only got 165 people in here. Can we get some likes, sharing it? Hit Big Bro Cash out for y'all time and content. Support these people's channels, man. They time and content.
I just text for the I know she's probably in the back. But yes, y'all see that for yourself. You see how they kicked her straight out of here once she started talking about that bank. And we all know that there's money. They done took our land and everything. So we already know how they rolling when it comes to this money, period. Nothing is new what they're doing. They just mad because we're waking up and finding out that this is our shit. That money in these banks, which we know most of these banks are fraudulent anyway. So they literally been living off of us as if they are us, period. I had on Facebook, y'all, today. Had some natives, as always, and some $5 Indians. I have more problem with the $5 Indians claiming to be the natives than anything. They always want to say that we're not the original people. I posted a picture of my grandmama. Women first, the Negro holler, we're in dishonor, honoring somebody else's grandmama, and ancestors and not our own. I posted a picture of my grandmother. And he came, I said, damn. I said, oh, she's American Indian. She's not no damn native. So what are you talking about? She's the original. So he comes in, the native dude have been talking shit all this time.
Y'all watching
And
in the car? Okay, I love that.
beautiful. Said she's beautiful. He said, oh, okay. So if she's on Dawes Rose, I said, she was, but she didn't live on no reservation. She
Now,
assimilated.
why they be kicking me out like that? Like,
yeah, we know. We called it.
Yeah, once you, sometimes you gotta ease it in on them. You know what I'm saying?
I
Once you
thought
hit
I
them hot in
did.
the head, they be bad as hell.
I thought
Sometimes
I
you gotta
did.
slip it in.
Halito, Osio, empathy, what's that to the people that just now joining? Please smash that like button. She's in here dropping the jewels about the councils. She's letting y'all know all that stuff that went on earlier, that our people built this, and she got the shit from the Army Engineering. So
Army
when
Corps of
these
Engineers.
Negroes is running around here acting like because they read out of a book or that they said that the Europeans came here and built these castles. The European blacks is what they said.
Now, it was some European blacks that were indigenous to America that was going back and forth.
We know.
Yep. See, and they know that part too. And so, as an agent, you have to put in a little bit of the truth because you're an agent of confusion, right? You have nothing. You will never have nothing. You were born into a lineage of fuck niggas. And so that's that. And so because we weren't, because we're the ones who have the patents to this land, they are mad. They are mad. They're really mad. They wanted us to be the slaves. They wanted us to be the slaves forever. Nobody was mad when we were getting looked at as if we were slaves.
Ain't nobody mad that all this time we folk been living in teepees. Everybody now we said we weren't the teepee Indians. Now everybody's up in gung ho and because of the
you give a black man today 3 pieces of wood and he'll build your house.
That part.
You give a black man today 3 pieces of wood, 2 pieces of tea, 2 pieces of tin, and a shoestring, and he'll build your whole house. These niggas weren't living in no teepees. Our ancestors had structures, had log houses that they built to smoke meat, just to smoke meat. They built houses, structures just to smoke meat. They call them smoke houses.
We read in the encyclopedia that these people had brick houses with a sauna, with a steam room medical sauna attached to them. That was average. That was a normal house had that. So I mean, with warm and cold running water running through these places. Don't get into the Quebecers or what they call Quebecers, aka apartments, ancient apartments, multi-house dwellings. I mean, I don't know what else. I don't want to. I don't think these guys take the time out to really do research. Or, like I said, they just in it for the clout. They into it so everybody can accept it. They're pleasing to mestizos. They're pleasing to Pan Africans, and they trying to incorporate all this into it. That's what we seem like.
And the whole Pan African movement was only started because they didn't want to get left behind. Instead of them focusing on their landmass and trying to build Africa up, they wanted to come over here and hijack the people who worked hard, the people who descended from the people who already built America. Not everybody all this time has been saying Negroes, we built America. Aboriginal blacks.
Now they said that
not all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden that now we done found out that not only did we build America, we have America patented. Not everybody want to question who built America all of a sudden.
No, not only that, these niggas say that the Africans, if it wasn't for the Africans that come over here fighting, that we wouldn't be free. I'm trying to figure out why Africans came over here and fought.
Let me tell you why I brought that up tonight.
That was the Haitians.
The Haitians was us.
There was the fighters.
The Haitians are
exactly.
American. So they can't blame that on Haitians, but it was a few Africans I heard that came over here. And the Africans that I had heard that came over here, they thought that they was gonna get some kind of money or land, because you know the whole Union Army was foreigners. The
Mm-hmm.
entire Union Army was foreigners, literally. You had Germany, Russia, you had freaking Africa, North Africa, all of them fighting against the Aboriginals. Now, at one point, the Aboriginals was fighting each other during the Indian Wars, the French and Indian Wars, but they all joined together and they all became the Confederate. They all got pushed down into the Indian states. Let's just do it as brass tacks. We don't have to say Confederate states. We can say the Indian states, right? So they got pushed down and they combined forces. And then the few of them that traded, that was still up in the north, they had to bring in reinforcement. That's how the Union Army was full of foreigners. Now, mind you, they're trying to get Negroes, darkies. They're trying to get them from over here at this point. You're trying to get the Aboriginals from over here at this point. So you're not gonna bring other people in to take our place. You don't want
That
none of them
part.
over here. You don't want none of them over here. So the ones that came over here to fight, not only were they slaughtered on the battlefield, you can go look up like the Battle of Fort Pillow. You go look up these battles during the Civil War. Not only were they slaughtered on the battlefield, they were slaughtered in these sultanas. It wasn't just one sultana. It was multiple sultanas. I talked about one of the sultanas. It was multiple. I found at least 3 sultanas. One sultana, a steamer ship full of foreigners. It was headed to Cuba because they was trying to get these niggas away. The foreigners. It was headed to Cuba and they blew that boat up. And then the people who was on that boat, the leaders who knew that they was going to kill these people, they got off the boat and sailed on back to America. The
So
other
can you expound on who built the engines for these? We want to get into the railroad tracks and the engines and the caboose, all that is the engine of the track.
Of course, all that is nigga ingenuity. Okay, let's call it brass tack. Let's nigga ingenuity. Okay, our people built the boats. The first boats came from over here. So even with the Moorish trying to take credit for boats, there was no hardwood over there. Y'all boats wasn't coming from over there at this point. The hardwood was over here in America. Okay, the wood that didn't rot in the water was over here, and so our people were master boat builders. Some of us, we have one of these boats in my family, old boats. And some of you have some of these old boats still in your family too, from your families who built boats. I can go show you an old boat from my family. We got an old ass boat. One of some from the first boat designs that were built. And so go to your grandmama and them house and start looking at your grandmama and them stuff. You're going to see all kind of stuff. And you're not going to understand what it is until you hear stuff like this. And be like, my grandma got one of them old ass boats too. Well, y'all had boat builders in your family. So this is what they were craftsmen. They were craftsmen at this stuff. These weren't little boats that they came off of because they were some sort of slave. These people was actually building this stuff. You can still see this talent, if you will, this natural talent in these American Negroes today. You can still see it. These men are still great at building stuff. They still have precision when it comes to stuff. Hell, you can look at a black man mow the yard and he gonna mow the yard with precision. Niggas be having all kind of lines and stuff in the yard. Like how it's precision. They just got this sort of precision. I just did that. It's like, whatever. But yeah, these people, it's everything came from over here. And for stuff to come from over here, and for people across the water to be trying to take credit for stuff that clearly came over here, it doesn't even make logical sense.
It don't, because I'm gonna tell you, if they was building boats in Africa like they claimed that they were building boats, niggas wouldn't be picking up a piece of wood, throwing it in the goddamn ocean, trying to get the hell up out of Africa. Because if you're a boat come from people, generations of building boats and shit, it wouldn't take nothing for your ass just to build a boat and get the hell on up out of there instead of trying to throw a piece of fucking wood out there and float your ass across the fucking ocean.
Exactly.
And not only that, these niggas all want to say Africans did this, Africans did that. They did everything but build up Africa. And the irrigational system comes up out of America. But if y'all keep saying that the Africans had the irrigational system, why the fuck they still taking baths in dirty ass water? You got to make all this shit make sense. But
Hey,
we have
let me
niggas literally, goddamn it, dumbing down our people, making our people look weak and say our people didn't do shit. They were just a butt naked ass Indians over here. We ain't stopping y'all from claiming Indian, but you didn't do shit. You
let me
just run
tell you
around,
something.
hey, y'all,
Let me
y'all,
tell you
y'all,
something.
hey, y'all.
Let me
This
tell
all
you
y'all was
something,
doing.
Empress. Let's just keep breaking this down, right? Our people
Mm-hmm.
built the mounds. Our people built the boats. Our people built the trains. Our people built the cars. Who was the people working in these car factories up in Detroit?
Our people,
Our people built the airplanes. Go to the airport. Who are the people working on these airplanes?
our people.
Please come to Atlanta. Please come to Atlanta. Please come to Atlanta. Look around the airport. Look outside. Look at all the people who working on these planes. All of them are
Yep.
Negro men. All of them.
Hell, even when you get into your history, what's the movie called? Hidden Figures, with the three black ladies who figured out the
Yep.
actual mathematic coordinations to get the
Thank
first
you.
rocket out of the atmosphere. You
Thank
see what
you.
I'm saying?
Thank you. Big AP. It was whole lines of airplanes owned by Negroes here in America. Negroes had
Mm.
whole airliners that was bought out. So don't get it twisted. Like we really are we the shit. Like for real. Now I be trying to be humble, but I ain't never seen no line of airplanes come up out of Florida, especially I mean not Florida, come up out of Africa. I ain't never seen it. If
He
if
ain't.
so if so if so they are actually leasing a fleet of airplanes from somebody. I'm talking about these Negroes in the 1900s, early mid 1900s to late 1900s. They were building airplanes. These people. How can
Yep.
anybody dispute
What
this?
they call them? Was it Bill Planes? They are.
Aerial engineers.
Yeah.
How can anyone dispute this? Even like I said today, you come to Atlanta, you just look around out there, the people who up under them planes, making sure them planes run smoothly. They're Negroes. They're Negro men. You may see one or two specks, one or two.
Like
That's
I
about
said,
it.
you
Even
have
if you
to
go look in
line
the private
everything up.
even in the private airline industry, black people are
and
building them planes.
and
Negroes, fathers.
every Air Force plane is named behind the indigenous tribe or nation. Every Air
Mm.
Force plane.
It's like that for a
See,
reason, Chief. It's like that for a
You
reason because that's
most of your
Negro
vehicles is
ingenuity.
named after something that's dealing with America. Whether it was the ideology of these people coming over on an expedition, explore, whether it was talking about El Dorado or the city of El Camino, or we can keep going on and on with these signs or names
but
of these
see,
vehicles.
what makes me mad, y'all, is because people want to take our ancestors shit and give it to other people because they are color. You get them arguing that the Africans did this, but the Africans ain't did shit over in their own country. Just like all these Wall Streets that was all over America.
Cherokee,
That
Jaguar,
was
yep.
our people. But you're saying that these was Africans that went and started Black Wall Street, but yet you don't have a Black Wall Street now. If you descended
Wait,
from
somebody said what
Africa,
now? Wait, what?
that you know that the Wall Street was the African,
Somebody
the
said
so-called
Africans started Negro Wall Street.
that part. So I asked a while back if they started it, why is no fucking Black Wall Street, so-called Black Wall Streets in Africa? Because you have to be able, you done mastered this over here in America. Why you didn't master it in your own damn land before you left that motherfucker? You claim y'all these great warriors, but you didn't whoop nobody's ass coming across that water. But you got way over here to whoop somebody's ass. You were way away from home. Why would you not whoop his ass when he was trying to drag you to the goddamn boat with a one-shot shotgun? But then you got on the boat and got to America, your ass got all this super strength that you were running right here whooping everybody's ass on some land you ain't never been on.
And I
This
don't see how
is
a
the
group
type of
of
shit that people
people
got to make sense for me.
I don't see how a group of people that was coming out of one of the worst times of their life, besides the time they first got enslaved as Slavics, but they was coming out of a dark age. You know, they
Yep.
had the dancing plague, the black plague, and then less than 100 years after that, they got the ability to come over here and build all these magnificent structures and take control of the people here. That makes no sense. Absolutely no
All
sense.
those plagues, our power come from just being filthy. Let's just be honest. Let's say it's the dirty plague. For motherfuckers not washing their ass. You would catch a plague too. You ain't washed your ass in 100 years.
Right, that's very true. As a matter of fact, we always been known to bathe. When they first
Facts.
contacted coming over here, stories of us bathing, and you know how we bathe, soap suds and shit.
Yep.
They seen these
Yep.
suds and they thought we was witches and doing some type of magic. No, bitch,
Yep.
we watching up. That's it. We
Even
ain't doing
with
no
that,
magic.
Big AP, even with that, they're trying to say. I'm glad you said magic because they said that came from Africa too. I just don't
Yeah.
even. I
Oh
just.
Lord, yes,
It's
yes,
just
yes.
like, bro, like they want to take the credit for so much, but just living in just the slum. You can look at the ghetto in America. The ghetto in America look like the city part of most of those major countries in
Yes.
Africa.
Them niggas can't cook up no voodoo to get them motherfuckers over there to build up their shit. You
That's
niggas
what I'm
goddamn it got
saying.
all kind of voodoo going on, but yet y'all still stumping on dirt roads. Y'all have to
But that,
make motherfucking sense. You came over here, paved our street, but yet y'all ain't paved the street and got the motherfucking animals off that motherfucker yet. We got our animals goddamn it out somewhere, either in the zoo, which may be wrong, don't get me wrong. But they're not running up and down our goddamn roads and shit. Y'all niggas got dirt roads. But all of a sudden now, y'all came to America and became these great fucking architects and shit. But you
uh,
can't goddamn it build a decent motherfucking hut. Cause all your goddamn huts over there don't look like a strong wind come through that ass. And have your
and I
loudness
want to
come out that motherfucking a tiger sitting outside the motherfucker. Shit,
you
y'all
know
niggas,
you know
y'all gotta make all this bullshit make sense to me.
what I'm
Y'all
so
niggas
glad
on running on mud roads and shit.
I'm so glad we're
You
talking
you
about
know
this.
what's so weird? In Africa, they are more into religion now than ever. They are like definitely Jesus sized,
Oh yeah, they
shall
got
I
the
say?
biggest Jesus.
Yes.
You are so right, Chief.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it was that group of Ethiopian Jews that claimed to have the Ark of the Covenant. You know what I'm saying? It was guarding it with their life. You know what I'm
They just
saying?
found
And
that
all
over
this.
here. You saw that right, Out Power. You saw the
Right.
archaeologists just put that they found the Ark of the Covenant over here,
Mm,
found it in the
mm,
Grand Canyon.
Mm.
mm. Damn, I
Speak
didn't
on
hear
this.
that.
Speak
That's
on
dope.
about the Egyptians and can you kind of connect some of the dots? Because we got a lot of people say that's pseudo. That's what we do. We put pseudo information when
Well,
it comes to the Egyptians and everything.
well,
Well, it's an
people like to
interesting
say,
thing. Go ahead, love.
my bad, I got a bad delay. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, I kind of touched on that a little bit. We talk a lot about tribes as it relates to the Indians and the Indian chiefs who were protecting the commodities all throughout the United States. There's lots of tribes all throughout, but we never talk about the kingdoms that were here. And when you start talking about the kingdoms that were here, these were different types of kingdoms. The kingdom of Appalachia, the kingdom, Catawba. It was a lot of different kingdoms here that we kind of don't talk about. And so within these kingdoms, you had actual kings. They were actual kings. They were high
It was
kings.
said there wasn't no kings over here. That's your opinion.
Okay, well there were actual kings over here. And so especially when you get into archaeology, this is very simple. People want to follow the shade room and not follow the archaeologists. So if you follow the archaeologists, they actually talk about the kings that they found in the ground over here. And so this stuff is it's not that difficult to find if you really want the knowledge. If you don't want the knowledge, then of course you're gonna put little shade out there like, oh, we was over here just butt naked and teepees with on the only landmass with iron, the only landmass with gold. There are little gold nuggets over there, little bitty gold nuggets y'all got to get But you talking about we got whole sheets of gold over here.
Talk about
We
the
got
copper
whole
too.
rocks structures with just gold and iron in it. We have more copper over here. We have more titanium over here. All of these elements was used. That's why our people was just fucking around on gold. Gold chains, gold shoes, gold everything. You know what I'm saying? In some of these tribes and some of these kingdoms, that's just how they rock.
Gold
That's
teeth.
just how they rock because we had it in an abundance over here. And then you can go look in the Parliament files. You can go look in the files over in London, and it'll talk about how the war on religion was to combine all the religions over there to come and fight over here for the precious metals. When they talk about the precious metals in these files, what they were coming over here to fight our ancestors for, they're talking about gold, they're talking about silver, they're talking about copper and the titanium. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about literally Kennesaw Mountain. It was 3 mountains up there. One is called Lost Mountain, one was blown to smithereens, and Kennesaw Mountain is the one that still stands today. All 3 of those mounds were iron mounds. Lost Mountain, if you stay in Metro Atlanta, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you've heard of these land masses. You just didn't go in the Civil War files and see why they blew that mountain to smithereens. They blew that mountain to smithereens, and then they loaded their trucks with the remnants from that mountain because they were getting iron out of those rocks.
Right. That's just like Marble Hill. Where is that at? Shiloh, Tennessee. The red marble pyramid that was took
Yes,
down during the Confederate War and whatnot.
yes.
So
That's what Big AP, that's what they was doing, Big AP, during this Civil War. That's why it's so important that we look at this Civil War to see just exactly what was stolen. They were going around all these ancient sites and taking in droves red marble, iron, gold, etc., and then destroying these sites. And it was called theater. A lot of these battlefields was literally called theater, and it just so happened a lot of a lot of people were murdered just outright. It was a setup. But look at everything else these people was doing. They was just going around stealing stuff. These foreigners, the whole union was a goddamn army full of foreigners, and they was just going around these old ancient sites, these old Sumerian sites that were up in North Georgia, these old Phoenician sites and stuff. They were stealing all kinds of stuff from these sites. Nobody ever talk about that because people don't even go into the files and look at it. They just want to sit here and jack off on
right,
the little information about a slave ship.
right. They don't talk
Our
about the
ancestors
ancient
really
ruins.
were raped. Our ancestors had everything taken, bro. Everything, like everything. Everything, and we still fighting today. Like, we don't stop fighting. The fight is always for us. We ain't never really just chilling. Even before this COVID stuff, we were never really just chilling ever.
Nope.
They get to just chill over there and eat jollof. And the only reason we coming after, we even talking about them is because it just so happened they are the ones who are the agents. I don't see no white people on my post saying nothing. I don't see them doing nothing. They doing this COVID stuff, but then they get to hire their little nigga minions. They get to hire their little niggas from across the water who's supposed to be all for the diaspora, who's supposed to be all Pan-Africans. But when we have something where we're successful, these motherfuckers should be clapping for us. They should be clapping at the fact that you have indigenous Negroes literally going to the courthouse and getting land turned over. Literally going to the courthouse and saying, y'all owe us. And they know they owe us. And the judges are ruling in everybody's favor. Them motherfuckers should be clapping.
No, but they have to be a distraction. They have to distract us.
I don't get it.
Yeah, they're trying to play illusion on you. And illusion, key part of illusion is distraction. They show you this, make some noise while they doing something right over there. You see what I'm saying? You never seen that over there because you paying attention to the distraction that they just put up in front of you. That's how they get you. Sleight of hand.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They don't talk about the rock quarries that go back 4,000-5,000 years ago in Georgia.
Yep.
With the original dye that the Mayans used.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The one over here, Panola Mound. Panola Mound over here near Lithonia. Panola Mound is 45 million years old. Over 45 million years old, carbon dated.
Mm.
Panola Mound, Arabia Mound, and it's another mound over there because some seems like these mounds were in threes, and they all lined up to the constellations. These mounds have been carbon dated 45 million years old in Georgia.
We always did it in threes. We always did it three. Everything we built in threes.
Yeah, yeah.
Even our sports games was laid out in threes. You got three timeouts. You know what I'm saying? You got three downs, three strikes, three amigos, three this,
Three
three that, three.
Musketeers.
Right. We keep going on and on. Three was a
Yeah.
big number. You
Three's
know.
Company.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And so, it'll be stupid for us to just keep ignoring the fact that it was our ancestors who did this. Like, it'll be crazy because these older people have been trying to tell us the whole time, like, y'all, we from here, you know what I'm saying? We got Indian, we Indian, we this, we this, we this. We just kind of brush it off because we were indoctrinated. We were taught these things in school. Them niggas ain't really taught nothing over there in their little village in Africa because they really do learn like on the sidewalk and stuff. However, what they are taught, it should be enough information for them to be able to formulate or at least listen to what we're saying and try to like empathize. Try to understand what we're saying. When we say we from here, just try to understand what we're saying. Just try to understand, because if you're okay with us saying we're slaves from Africa, but you're not okay with us saying we are indigenous to America, and not only are we indigenous to America, we're the ones who own the land patents to America. If you're not okay with us saying that, then you a hater. Like, you are a straight hater. A straight hater. A straight hater. That's all I can
We
say.
definitely got some people.
Everybody getting kicked off.
That our ancestors didn't believe in land patents.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
That's what I thought.
Why everybody got kicked off?
Oh, damn.
AP got kicked off.
Hold on.
Chief Sunnow got kicked off too. That's right, Noble Tomahawk. Chief did mean king in some tribes. It was also Miko though. They weren't just saying chief, because chief meant king in some tribes, but some tribes were straight up using Miko. So you have to translate it using the different languages. You can translate it using Shawnee. You can translate it in Choctaw. You can translate it in Chickasaw. I wouldn't translate it in Cherokee unless you can find the old Cherokee script, because the new Cherokee script is questionable. But yeah, if you translate it in these different scripts, then you'll get a different answer. Some people was using Miko. Like Miko Sheba was one of the names of the Mississippi River at one point, when Miko was king or queen. So very interesting history.
I'm letting him know to add them back.
Right, they angelicized it. Yep, they angelicized it. Right, Three Sisters is about agriculture. See, I didn't even know that. But you're right. Yep, Three Sisters. Oh, so Bliss Light. When you go on to Glow Records, it'd be good if you already have your ancestors' name, so you can just put in a state, or you can just do all states. I say put in a state. And then just type your ancestors' name into Glow Records,
okay,
and just hit search and see what comes up. And from the people who come up, then you can see whether you can trace yourself back to those ancestors. Now you kind of need to know those ancestors' birth date and things of that nature, because when you get to the courthouse, you are going to have to prove this stuff. So you can't just like pick a pattern and be like, this is my ancestor because they had a similar name. They also have to have those birth dates have to match as well in their records. So the courthouse will have basically records of the ancestor who applied. It'll have their actual birth date and all that kind of stuff. So you got to have that too. You have to have that as well. So when we say like people are successfully getting land turned over, I'm not talking about somebody just picking a name because the courthouse is going to check it. These people not coming to me to get land turned over. They're going to the United States courthouses all over the United States getting land turned over. This ain't no Janice thing. I'm not a judge. These people got to go before judges to get this turned over. And the judges have to look at this stuff and say, okay, because the judges have to give these people the rights to vacate and the rights to or the rights to collect taxes. All this stuff comes from the judges. It ain't coming from Janice, so it ain't nothing I'm making up. Let me just put that out there. Because somebody had tried me on some situation. They kind of slick was trying to get me to say if they are renting a house, then they can go to the courthouse and get that house deeded into. You can't do that goofy shit. That's gonna get you locked up. So yeah, I'm like you and see that's some. I think the Moors was doing that at one point.
Hold on. Hey, Chief, I'm gonna go out and come back in because mine is real low. So add me right back, Chief Holiday.
You gotta make sure you tell Chief.
Citations will help break down the angelicized information. Yep, it sure will. It sure will. A lot of people look all over the citations, though. Do you need the death certificates for proof? I use a lot of death certificates because the death certificates have a lot of information on it and they're easy to find. There are lots of death certificate databases. In order to get a lot of these birth certificates, you would have to go to the courthouse. Now, you can go to the courthouse for both the birth certificates and the death certificates, but it's a little bit more simple to work with the death certificates because they have more names on them. So, yeah, GlowRec is blm.gov, literally like Black Lives Matter, but it's blm.gov. And so blm.gov, you're going to see a link that says land records. This is the Bureau of Land Management, right? These are the people who've been managing because we're not mature enough. They've been managing because we're not mature enough to manage our own money. Because the only way that you can create generational wealth for real is that if you can have land.
Let me kick AP out again. What if you got land? Like, just say if you found a land patent. You don't know that one of your family members have found the land patent too. And both of y'all down in the courtroom.
Say that again. I'm bringing somebody coming to my chief.
What if you find a land patent? Y'all don't know each other. But you done found the land patent, and one of these other family members that you don't know found that same land patent, and y'all both down in court trying to get that land.
That's what I say. I tell people, like, you need to talk to your family. Like, this is nothing that you need to just like try to do by yourself. Because for one, it ain't fair because your ancestors, like, they left it for everybody. It's a Harris patent. They're Harris patents. And for two, you might need a military force. Because you're going to have to protect the land too. Because a lot of people got thousands of acres. Some people got 40 acres. Some people got 100 acres. Some people got 1,000. I've seen somebody with 2,000 acres. It just depends on how
have
big
you
your
found
family
anything
is.
on my ancestors, the Walkers, yet?
Other than tracing them back to another Walker family here, I haven't really connected them. That's your mama's side, right?
Yeah, my mom's side.
I did find the Walkers down here in Jackson, but I have to connect them with the name that you gave me, and I haven't been able to do that part yet. But it's the land down here in Georgia. It's patented land too. So if there's Walkers in Jackson County, then a quick record search for the record deeds in Jackson County.
I sent you a link. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I sent you a link, historical Oklahoma link with the Moors.
Yeah, I saw that with your family. Yeah, I would go after that.
But did you see y'all whole family in there?
Who whole
Go
family?
in there. It's a link I sent you.
now. Oh, I gotta look at it on this phone. So you sent me a link in my family in there?
Yup, the Pompeii's, all of them. It's a historical site with the Moors. And it's a historical site in Oklahoma. I sent it to you. I thought you seen it. I sent it to you the other night. I was up.
I didn't see it.
Yep. Go check your phone. I sent it to your phone.
Wow.
Go
Yep.
in there and look at that. Like I said, you don't know who you can to.
Wow.
But hell, after going through my daddy's side, I'm outdone. But I wasn't surprised to see these pale skins in there. But
where they was from though? Was they just light skinned or was they just?
Well, did you see those pictures I put in the back chat of and one had an Indian had a feather in his head, but he was mixed. But I know that governor.
Too, a lot of that stuff was literally whitewashed too now.
Okay, but one of them, the governor of Connecticut, they got him a whole statue up there, and that's my 10th great grandfather.
Now, was he? That's what I'm saying. Now, Aborigines ran the political system before it was hijacked too. That's what I'm saying. So, was he really a white man, or was this something that was whitewashed?
He looked like he was mixed. From the pictures as he got old, he looked because his hair was like wavy, like.
Mm-hmm.
But the statue, he got a hat on his head, and for the other researchers, that link right there. I don't know if y'all got Moors in y'all family, but it's a historical link, y'all. I'll put it in there. I get it and I definitely put it in the chat for y'all. He in his older pictures. If you look back in in the group where all of us is in, where we talk our phone numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I put some pictures back there. I even got on my daddy's side. They got some historical maps and shit, kind of just treaties.
Wow.
And I was like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it because I glanced through it briefly because this be that phone, my phone that I need to give you my other number because that phone hotline bling, man.
Yeah.
That phone be blowing
Look, you found out tonight that you and Lyrica and South Wind again.
Yep. Yep.
You don't know who you can to until people start mixing their names on the tree.
Yep. We all have Mahalia Jackson on our tree. Yep.
See?
A lot of people blame my opera voice on that whole Jackson line because people was just singing, kind of like that. But yeah, Mahalia Jackson is in my family tree. Yeah.
See, and then Lyrica didn't even hear the conversation. She came in and said, "I got Jackson on my tree," and Mahalia Jackson, you like who came to my? And Southwest said, "I'm kidding."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, I be damn."
Yeah, and that
you don't even know
crazy.
Who you building with. See, that's how they separated us. Yeah. You don't know who all you can to. Like I know Browns is probably every fucking well.
Yeah.
Which would be my granddaddy's side. Walker's is my Browns is my mom's dad's side. The Walkers, the Powers are my mom's side.
And
so have you seen?
If we really break this down, you can even look at some of these names. Like these names ain't nowhere. Like I ain't never seen no Africans last name Jackson. Is it Jacksons in Nigeria? Like
I ain't never seen.
This stuff is real simple. Like, bro, ain't no Browns in Nigeria. Like, or Ghana. Like these are Aboriginal names. Like these are names from this part of the world.
Oh no, they said they came from up out of Europe.
Yeah, right. If they came from Europe, it was the Nagas that went and took over Europe that was kicked out back and kicked out back over here. The Harrises and the McNeils and all them was kicked back. The Densons and all them was kicked back over here, but they was over there building land that they had that wasn't nobody own. So
okay.
I like I said, I never met a goddamn Jackson from Zimbabwe. So But you'll meet them
But
from New
Frida
York.
Moore
You'll meet them
said
from
that
Georgia.
her great grandmama was, I guess it's at the great
And
is
Johnson too. Somebody
Jackson.
put Johnson too. Johnson too. I ain't never met Neil Johnson from Zimbabwe, but they in New York, they in Dallas, they in Cali, they in Arizona, they in Florida. We all over the place over here.
Well, I tell you what, I know a lot of Browns is here in Nashville. I don't know
Yeah,
if we can or not, but I know there's a lot of Browns here. Um,
it's like a 6 degrees,
Walkers.
6 degrees of separation, and you know
Yeah,
what? It's even closer than that. Cause who would have thought three of us would be on the same family tree?
exactly.
And it's probably going so many different ways on that tree, but we all three on the
And
same
see,
tree.
you on the side of the Nevilles because Lyrical Daddy, the singer, he that's his side to Jackson.
That makes sense. My whole side of the Jackson family sing or play an instrument. The whole family. I
See,
kid you not. Uncles, cousins, my mama, that my mama maiden name. All of them sing and play instruments.
see. You
I
know what
just
mama,
sung opera, but I can sing
my
any
mom used
genre.
to tell us when we used to sit around, when we were kids, we be talking about people. My mom used to tell us all the time, she said, don't talk about you know who in the zoo because you don't know who's kin to who.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely true.
You
So
just
yeah,
don't. I met one of my cousins over here in the community. You know, they was kin to me. And so now I want to find out, and it might be some people I don't even motherfucking like. Get what? I know I got some kin folks right here in Nashville I don't even like.
it be
I
like
love
that.
them from afar, and I ain't gonna lie. I see them in the streets and they wave, I wave, and we keep it moving, and we're blood cousins.
It be like that. I
Yep,
mean, hey, it be like that. Y'all don't miss the genealogy build that's gonna happen tomorrow.
that part.
Y'all don't miss it. Don't miss it because like this is a lot of work that goes into helping people with genealogy and helping people find like it's a lot of work that goes into it, y'all. We didn't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, let's do this." We had to get
Work
sources. Some of these sources we've had to pay for. Like it's a lot that goes into this
Yep.
Took me
genealogy.
like
Like a
it
lot of
took me 10
genealogy that I
years to
found,
find.
huh?
It took me 10 years to find everything that I found, including
Mm-hmm.
patents and all. But a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people have getting in touch with us from the Matriarch show, your show, Janice. They have been contacting me about helping them with their genealogy, and actually, I have been. So that's going to be great to do this Wednesday class, uh,
Mhm.
Yes.
so we can get our people,
And it's for free. Like I said, we believe in helping our people. We ain't trying to hinder our people. This is
all
for
right,
free. This
right.
is to give you the tips to help further along. Because I even asked her to help me. Because, like, on my mom's side, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. And
Yeah, I think it's something with the spelling on that side. I think it's something with the
yeah,
spelling.
because I believe there was some name changes and shit.
Yeah.
Uh, like with my dad said, y'all, when I got stuck with heels after the Seymour. Remember I was telling you about the Seymour? That was as far as I went. I
Okay.
quit for like 2 weeks out. When I went back the other day, I seen a thing with 100 hits on it. I was like, oh Lord, let me go in here and see who it is for. 100 hits? And it took me all the way back. It was not on my mom's side, but it was on my dad's side. That's where I started seeing all these treaties and all this land, all this stuff, and traced back to my 10th great grandfather and my 10th great grandmother.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's amazing.
just left it alone and went back and found all this. So I guess it took time because I paid for that $149 package on Ancestry. So I guess it took time for once I left it alone, it gave them time to connect the files to the
Mm-hmm.
tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Somebody just asked in the chat about Homestead Act versus land patents. Some of the patents are a result of some of the Homestead Acts, if that makes sense to you. So it's not
mhm.
like a separate entity. Some of the Homestead Acts are a result, some of the patents are a result of some of the Homestead Acts.
Is
Because
there
again,
anybody out
these
there
people,
walkers? Is anybody out there in the chat a walker?
There's a lot of walkers in New Orleans,
I heard
actually.
that there's a lot of walkers. That's what
A lot of walkers
Wild Fox.
that lived in the Chapatoulas area, uptown in New Orleans.
Okay.
There
Somebody
are
said I'm a walker.
definitely a lot of
Oh,
walkers.
Mr. Dogfly brother. Well, I know Wild Fox. He told me he's a walker. I said, damn, he said, oh, Seymour. Okay, I'm Seymour's too, Leos. There go another walker. That's three. That's four. That's three walkers right there.
You done dropped your whole family right in the chat.
All right now.
Firewater, we cousins.
Firewater. What's your last name, Firewater? Okay, Andersons and Gilmore. Gilmore, part of the Moors, ain't they? Sis?
I don't know. I had to look it up.
Did he say Gilmore?
Yeah, Gilmore.
Yeah, I have a nephew that's a Gilmore. My sister's son had a son, and his mother was named Gilmore. So they have Gilmores here as well. You know what? I'm gonna bring that list tomorrow.
Walkers in South Carolina, they own their own funeral home.
Yeah, a lot of
now Leos told me that the walkers means knowledge keeper, knowledge. What did you say that meant? Leos, people
Like
of knowledge, they're time people.
Like a scribe. Really, it would translate to a scribe. So a scribe would work in a kingdom. So you can almost conclude that a walker will work in a kingdom versus a chiefdom, if that makes sense. Because a scribe was more so like a timekeeper. A keeper
of a scribe,
basically. A scribe.
He said a scribe. Okay, so what that means? What does that mean? I never heard a scribe.
A scribe was a keeper. They kept all the history. They kept all the knowledge, really.
Okay,
so if there was like a meeting or something in the kingdom or some kind of
like the person meeting inside the court that's doing the
kind of but a little bit more serious in ancient times. So the scribes was a little bit more serious in the ancient times. So scribes would be like big political figures, like a priest was a political figure. The kingdom.
They put journalists, a recorder,
a
record keeper.
Yeah,
the person that kept the history.
That's right.
A record keeper.
That's right.
A record keeper.
The record keepers.
So they were like the most important. So you can conclude that the scribes were some of the people who were taken out first, right? Because they wanted to get rid of these records, right?
Yeah, because they kept all the records. So those was the people they was knocking off first.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Oh
yes. But those scribes, right? A scribe. So if you came from a family who was a scribe, then that family would always be scribes. Always.
Okay.
It won't be like a new family to come in and handle like this whole scribe system for this kingdom. Somebody would have to descend from that family.
Uno, I'm from Tennessee.
Just like the shamans.
Okay, that's why I'm stuck at. KW said I got stuck on the walk. That's where I'm stuck at. We can't go past the walkers, and that's what we trying to get past that walker. And like she said, hell, they were knocking us off.
They were knocking you off. Yep. Just like the shamans, it was an important role. Just like the shamans, they was getting knocked off too, because the shamans was the first step in the war. This stuff happened spiritual first. The shamans was the ones who felt when the war was coming. You know, they was the ones doing rituals. To ward off. You know, certain people it was knocked off. Certain people was knocked off first. So it's gonna be a little difficult for some people to find their family for real. For real, you might even have to play with the last name scribe. You might have to play with the last name scribe to see what come up.
Okay.
Just to see what come up. Like I said,
okay. I'm in Nashville, y'all. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. That now I traced my back to Tuskegee, Mississippi, but we don't know if that's where because our people did a whole lot of moving around, y'all. They wasn't just people that settled. They did move around from like different seasons. They went different places to make money. They continued to make their living by moving around. So you might found your records here in Nashville, but they may move to, like my family was in Clarksville, and then I found them down in Tullahoma, Mississippi, and ain't no telling where else they was at. So
Yep.
that really be the problem.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Where's the list for the Gilmores? Uh, Somebody said today that the Lenape got all the records for the names and stuff. I don't know how true that is. I got the ones for the Cherokee. I have that list, but I don't know. I'll look on their Firewater and see if I'll see if Gilmore on there and King is on there. Anissa.
Yeah.
Baby Walker, I don't know. Like I said, I'm stuck, Pony Locks. She said, anybody heard of a David Walker in Wilmington, North Carolina? It was said that he was feared with his uprising more than I. He probably was. He might be
Well,
kin to me.
Wilmington. Yeah, if
Yeah,
something went
Wilmington.
down in Wilmington, I'm gonna tell you about the men in Wilmington. That was one of the Negro Wall Streets, one of the powerful
Yep.
places in Wilmington. Those people up there, they knew that they owned land patents. Those people were actual electors. And so they controlled the political sector 100%. Them white people did not like that. So that city, whole city was seized, burned down and
Mm.
seized. The reason why they seized it is because them black people up there had too much political power. They wanted to take them out. They had that political power because they were the electors. They were members of the electoral college.
Mm.
So, you know,
And
unfortunately,
patents make you an elector.
yep, patents make you an elector.
Yeah, that's
You know,
my great grandmother. She was an elector in 18. It was when like, but I was like, well, wait. They said slavery ended in 1865. Why my grandmother have an elector position in 1840 something?
it boom, and that's written in the Constitution. That's actually written in the Constitution. You had, in order to be this whole time, our people were supposed to be controlling this political process. In order for them to come on our land, y'all can come over here and stay up in that little corner, but we got to control your political process. We get to control what you do. Somehow that always flipped on our head. Then Reconstruction happened. Then they start moving these electors around because they start moving the land around and splitting up families and moving the people around after the Civil War when they was doing Reconstruction. That's what the Reconstruction was, to reconstruct so that we will no longer be the electors. And even after Reconstruction, we still own so much land, we were still the electors. So then started all of this, okay, you have to take a test in order to vote, a literacy test. Our people was not speaking fluent English. They were speaking fluent Choctaw. They were speaking fluent Chickasaw. They were still speaking their native tongue in the 1800s at this point, right? And so they got to speed learn this little English stuff because now these folk want to change some kind of rule, knowing we the electors, and now y'all want to kill people to stop them from voting. It was all kind of stuff. So our people wasn't just like, like I said, during the political process, our people wasn't just fighting to vote. They were literally the electors, and they were being murdered because they was the electors. So it's deep. A lot happened to these ancestors of ours, and it's like we have to like avenge them at this point. Like we have to look for this stuff, and we have to pass this information down to the kids. We have to, because I was telling my little niece about this, and my little niece was shocked. Like, really? We own land? Yeah, we do. So it's powerful to tell the kids this. These kids are
Yes.
actually being taught right now that they came from Africa. They're being taught this in their
Yep.
history books at school. So it's up to you to tell them the different story.
We gotta
So
let our kids quit looking up to these people that ain't doing. The most powerful thing I can remember, Malcolm X said, "Why would you send your children to be taught by their enemy?"
yeah, that's true. We had it all wrong. We had it all wrong, and it's as if it's as if this knowledge kind of skipped over a generation, but it didn't really skip them. They were just a little bit afraid to come out and say, for a long time, people was even afraid to come out and say they were Indians. It
Oh
had it
yeah,
not
because
been
those
for
laws
had it
would have
not been for
said,
Louisiana keeping the culture alive at one point, we would have all been screwed. You heard about it in South Georgia and in Florida and stuff, but Louisiana kept the culture all the way alive this
yep,
whole time.
Mardi
Whole
Gras,
time.
all that.
Yep. This whole time they kept it alive. And so, little pockets, but it was a lot of them down there. Whereas if somebody was being threatened that they was gonna be harmed for saying they Indian and all this, they gonna gang up on you, you know. You ain't gonna survive down in Louisiana amongst these indigenous Negroes talking about you finna try to do something to one of us because we saying we the Indians and all this. Versus a state like Alabama, if the land a little bit spread out, you know. So if it ain't but 5 of y'all on y'all block, y'all saying you're Indian, the government will send they little militias around to go and take you out. It's they were doing some treacherous stuff to our people, man. They were doing some treacherous stuff to our people, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I gotta go, y'all. I've been yapping since 7 o'clock. I
I
love
know,
y'all.
sis.
I will
Love
be
you
on.
too.
I
We love you so much, Goddess. You always come with some great
Thank
information.
you.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing that these last 4 weeks have been like a whirlwind because it's forcing us to do what we have to do,
Yep.
and that search for these land patents, get our genealogy together, declare who you are. Even if you have to do a statutory declaration on paper and pen, and get 3 witnesses to sign it, but declare
Hmm.
who you are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll be on the bill tomorrow listening to y'all on the genealogy bill, and I'll try to chime in if I can. But I love y'all. I love y'all
We
in the
love you too, Goddess. Y'all
chat.
Yes,
peace,
cocaine.
love
Y'all
you.
peace and
cocaine.
blessings. Good night, guys.
Good
Good
night.
night. Okay, I don't know where Chief went to. I know they want this link. I get. I'm trying to copy it.
For the class empress.
It's for I was telling them about the Oklahoma this link for Oklahoma.
And I'll share that list tomorrow with surnames of Cherokee, I think Cherokee and Choctaw. I'll share it tomorrow.
I was just looking through my phone
Mm-hmm.
trying to find it so I can share it. But I got so much stuff in my phone, it's hard to, because I shared that some years back on Facebook.
Right.
But hold on, y'all. I had to go to my phone so I can share this. Where Chief Billy go at?
Chief Billy Goat.
That's the link, everyone, to that historical site. If anybody want to see if they kin to the Moors that's here in America and so forth, I think it's more than just them in that site.
Right.
Uh, but yes, I thank everybody for coming out and bidding with. Can we get some more likes? I know we got some haters and some naysayers in here.
Oh, they were
Um,
telling us they didn't like us, Goddess.
we got one down and 140. We had 200 people in here. We just got 142 likes. So can y'all please smash the like button? Y'all want us to keep coming on Tuesday? Please smash that like button. Like I said earlier, we are about building and coming together to unify. No, we all not gonna get along. No, we ain't building with everybody. I ain't gonna sit there and sugarcoat and make and tell y'all that damn lie. You know we're not.
You know
Uh,
what I love? I love giving my people their props and empress. I just want to tell you, you are an amazing goddess. Keep doing what
thank
you're
you so
doing.
much, too.
Keep teaching and keep your head up because you are an amazing person. I mean,
Thank you so
you
much.
are the shit, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much, She. I'm
Go ahead.
trying. I'm trying to hang in there. I'm hanging in there for my people.
Oh,
Like I
you
tell
will,
y'all,
because
I do this
you
for my
got some
people. I'm not doing
backup.
it for an ad. myself. I'm not doing it to be recognized. I'm doing it out of the love for my people.
That's
Period.
right. That's right. It's not about I. It's about we.
Nope.
We
But
the people.
we the
It's
people.
we the people. That's right. But I appreciate you guys. It's been amazing. I'm gonna have fun with these genealogy classes.
Yes.
'Cause- So
We
I'll
definitely
see you.
need it. We
Yes,
do.
yes. And Lyrica give her love too. She's working. So
Yes, I know. I hope y'all enjoy yourselves. I know you
we
celebrate
was,
with your
girl, I was
husband. So,
jamming and I really wanted to let y'all hear a little bit of the music, but I said no, I'm not.
ah, you can go in there. We wait. Oh, they
Yeah,
go
let's
cheap
hear
right
it.
there.
Okay,
Let's check it out.
can I let
Let's
y'all?
check it out.
Hey, Sid, you got the play?
Exclusive.
Keep smashing that like button, everybody. Let's get to at least 200 likes.
Yeah. Uh,
Yes, y'all ready to go?
Beautiful. Keep we good. We jamming over here. Hey, do y'all want to put the link in the chat room? I think some people.
I'm sorry.
You guys want to put the link in the chat room?
For this thing here.
Yeah.
For this here. Wait, hold on. Let me let Clear can do it because I really. Hold on. I'm getting-
I see some people in the chat tomorrow. Yes, we're doing genealogy. Uh, Chief Sunal, she's gonna be the one teaching the classes on Wednesdays on how to do your genealogy. Just come through and listen and take notes, but you'll be able to learn how to do it for yourself. I know some people. I see people in the chat and saying they don't know how to do genealogy. They stuck. This is where we come in. We're gonna, she's gonna help you uh, get it where you can get past. She knows how to do it. I'm attending. I don't know what it's 1 o'clock Central and 2 o'clock Eastern, y'all.
Hey. Mm.
It's very understandable. Keisha Richardson, we all in that same boat. We all needs to know. It's at 1 p.m. Central and 2 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, this is a celebration for Lyrical Neville's and Chief Lyrical Neville's dad and Chief Sunal's husband, the Neville's brothers down there in Louisiana and New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dedication to him.
Hey, salute.
Yes, salute.
Salute.
It's gonna be on AP Aboriginal Powers channel tomorrow, y'all. Not here at Chief Holiday. It'll be at Aboriginal Powers channel. On Tuesday nights, Tuesday nights will be the Matriach Build here on Chief Billy, go aka Chief Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And on Wednesdays, there will be genealogy classes with Chief Sunal. She will be teaching those classes. And we're trying to get it where everybody get on the right, to find the patterns and know what they're doing, and eventually start correcting a whole lot of these misnomers with us being African American, which is a misnomer itself. You can't be two continents. So please tell people, quit telling y'all the reason why we're African. You can't be two continents, period.
Hey. Yeah, that's weird. Really weird.
Especially if you didn't even come from Africa. You wasn't born in Africa. So how are you African American? That says it for itself right there. That's a bunch of bull.
Hey man, I said it
Just
a
like
long
you want
time.
to make other people African. That's the part that kills me. You
Exactly.
want to be African, you stay African. But you're not going to disrespect my grandmother, my great grandmother, my great great
That's a fact.
grandmother, and my grandfathers by telling me I'm from somewhere else.
That's a fact. And the
Right.
sad part, you don't hear them calling them the pale skinned European or African American. That they are the true Africans. If you look up what African is, you will come and you will see the images of them. For some reason,
Mm-mm.
these pan boo boos and these pro Africans on those documents of them bringing people to America, it doesn't have what skin color these people are. It just says African. So how do you know when they're saying if you put in African in your search engine, it's pulling up the pale skin? So tell me again, how do you know that those are pale skin or dark skins coming to America?
Facts.
And it gets worse than that though, right? We had this thing called the Revolutionary War, right?
Right.
And
Mhm.
people and niggas who were ass kissing the British like they do today, right?
Yes.
We ran their ass up out of here and they went back to Britain with them. Correct?
Right.
Mhm.
Facts.
After that, these same free niggas, some of them so-called free slaves, we'll get back to that, went to Sierra Leone and created Sierra Leone for Britain.
Yep.
Okay? So when you see some of those guys coming back to America or back to the British colonies or so on and so forth, you're
They're
not,
from here.
they don't necessarily, they're not, they like, come on, bro. Like, so when they be saying stuff, it's just weird, man. Like, they come with documentation that everything is doctored, everything is rewritten because it's not the original text. So now you're
Let
getting
me
stuff that has been
let me
reproduced, reconstructed. You know what I'm
Purple
saying?
Carnation, we know there's albinos in every ethnic. We're not denying that there's albinos in every ethnic, but all albinos are not the same. Like all people of color is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Facts.
Hey, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Because there's some goofies running around here talking about craniology is pseudo, but they never show any evidence of why this thing is pseudo. There's some no more goofies, same goofies running around here talking about aborigine is pseudo. Okay, well,
What can they tell me about
what
those melanin
I,
people that were found in the graves here in St. Louis Cathedral that was in since the 1500s that was melanin people?
they
That
don't. We go back way 1500 BC, right? Negroes
Facts.
all through the Americas, right? We have the actual what you call evidence, what you guys don't have, right? We have our ancestors that you guys are trampling on and disrespecting, right? Running around here like some goofies. But you got these goofy, I don't even know what to call y'all because they say they're not a part of the Aborigine community, but then call themselves speaking for niggas or whatever. And they're going around here talking about niggas, Native Americans had slaves. Like, yo, bro, like anybody can go to a Zionist book and say, "Ooh, right here, Native Americans own some slaves," right? The same way they say that Kuntium came over here too, dummy.
that part.
Okay.
You know,
Hey, look,
Tobin
And
is
Kunta
and
white in
look.
Kinte
I,
Choctaw.
is an American Indian name. So tell them to quit lying about that. Kunta
I
Kinte,
mean,
I want to say it's Choctaw. It's one of them. It's a name
don't
in
White.
one of them.
confuse these niggas.
Huh?
Don't confuse them. Don't do it. They ain't ready.
Toby means white in Choctaw. And
Oh
so when
shit.
he was beating Toby and say your name, Toby was saying white.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh my
So, but
goodness.
they'll say Kunta Kinte was out of because it says Kunta Kinte. That means, oh, that's an African name. That no, it's not. It's indigenous to America.
It's not, and actually the story, the African, was not written by Alex Haley. It was
Nope.
plagiarized by Alex Haley. It was written by
Mm-mm.
somebody else,
They
and
act
the
like they don't know that.
information that they're getting is from Woodville.
Yep. Oh, but they'll try to justify that story too. See,
Mm-hmm.
that was plagiarized, but it was real. I
Mm-hmm.
literally
Yeah.
heard them say this.
And if they one more person say pseudo, I'ma scream.
Right.
I hate that shit. So
Hey, you
where
know
did
what
they get that
pseudo?
word from?
You know what
Pseudo,
pseudo?
pseudo,
You know what
pseudo.
pseudo is? Out of Africa hypotheses and the theory of evolution is Darwinist, socialist, Zionist, eugenic, nigga shit. I don't
So
know what the
really,
hell y'all talking about.
they're following people who wanted to race you off of histories.
Facts.
Gotcha.
By any means necessary. By paper, by character assassination. They love that. They love doing that. I'm telling y'all if I blame some of you guys listening. Okay. We're gonna be pointing you guys out pretty soon. Because we have I'm gonna tell you,
You
we
know
got
another
we got
you
some
know
things
who
coming up.
else we're gonna have to get rid of, and I noticed that they have been put out of maybe like 60 countries, and that's the small hats. The small
Mm-mm,
hats have been causing all of this.
mm-mm,
So
Yes.
basically, we're gonna have to get rid of them too, along with the
mm-mm.
rats, and along with the people that's trying to destroy us by telling us not to worship our ancestors and our grandmothers.
Terrible. I mean, and it's like when we teach on slaves, right, and slavery, and we be like, well, listen, that's them. They act like they get mad at us because we trying to accurately portray history. You know what I'm saying? And like, no,
I'm trying to read some of this in light. So not
these
saying
people.
not.
Hey, do
I'm
you guys want
saying
to put the link in the
someone
chat room or
doesn't
no?
want the
Y'all good?
indigenous Europeans to know who they're. We don't care who the indigenous Europeans are.
That's
If
facts.
it's some over here, they didn't already mixed out. There was they didn't come over here in droves like that until the 1940s. That's when you have to look at the Great Migration. And that didn't really start, and they came in the early 1900s. Some came before then, but it wasn't in droves like it was until the early 1900s.
Right. And
That's when
after
they
the
start really
reorgan,
flooding in. So we know that there was, I call them pale skins. I don't call them because as far as I'm concerned, they without hue. They may have melanin, but they don't have the melanin we have. They have
I call
human.
them albions because that's what they
Yeah,
are.
just what she's calling them albions, but they still don't make them part of we may be mixed, but we're not mixed with all. Europeans know the difference between their people too. They do. They'll tell you we are not all the same. So if they're not all the same, why do y'all have to say all people with melanin as far as copper colored people? Because we are the copper colored people. There's a whole difference between the copper colored American Indians versus the indigenous Africans. We're two different set of people. That people are trying to mix all together.
Yeah, they kind of start switching places and taking our identity after Reorganization Act of 1924.
Yes.
That's basically when they started
And if
doing
you
all
go and
that
look at
crazy stuff.
the mirrors, our people was cutting the heads off those damn albinos because
Oh,
they're still
especially
doing
that
the
red
same
stick,
damn thing
baby.
today. I mean, then that they're doing today. There's nothing new under the sun. They was causing havoc back then. They doing today.
Yeah, seeing that red stick in Baton Rouge, they couldn't bring their ass back there. They had to be
See,
on the pole. That's why they call it red stick, because they
I
had to
don't know how
stick their.
true it is. I want to go look this up. They said Genghis Khan. I remember somebody talking about this. Genghis Khan came over here to get us to help build the Great Wall of China
Terrible.
because they was coming out up in there, destroying and causing havoc, and they built that wall to keep them out, to keep them separate, keep people from mixing with them, because these people always been warmongers. What you say?
Interesting. I think a lot of these stories are really interesting. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
but what's even more interesting, right, is that people like that say they're scholars, right, who's studying and say they're for the people, right? I will read something, right, and say, oh, okay, say 20,000 years ago, right? Say we talking 20,000 years, right? Something's going on, wherever it's going on in the world. Why do they even in their mind say, for instance, if it's happening in China, for instance, or if it's happening in Europe 20,000 years ago, right? Because you said Europe, your mind. Think about what I'm saying, y'all. And we all are guilty of this because words matter. It's called a spell. Spells attached, word spells. I can say something and paint a picture for your mind. I'm casting a spell on you, okay? So when a motherfucker say Mexican, your mind automatically or Native American, your mind Indian, your mind automatically goes to I Cody's or Tonto or somebody that doesn't look like the original, okay? But because your mind has been a spell that's been cast on it. It doesn't matter about what you read. It's just it is a picture has been put in it. Okay, so now you got these niggas literally making channels, making videos, and saying that niggas is mixed with Native Americans, and then you tracing yourself back to a European, however he's pale or he's dark European. It doesn't really matter. But the problem with y'all having is right. Yeah, problem they're gonna have with because they wanted to be a Caucasoid though. They definitely all of them want to. The problem is, like I said, you guys before, you niggas want you bougie ass Indians want to be Native Americans. You want to be white people. Okay, so when you trace yourself back through your mother, your father's line, right? You're going back 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, right? When you're tracing your genealogy, you're not tracing spit. You're tracing your genealogy, right? So once again, your mom and daddy didn't have the same last name. Your 4 grandparents didn't have the same last name, maybe. Your 8 great-grandparents didn't have the same last name. As you go back, and you go back. You tracing this one motherfucker that came off a boat, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And who just got absorbed, right, into our culture here. They didn't teach you no African culture. They didn't pass down no. Well, we're gonna get back to those names because you niggas believe that they came over here with these names. They came over and took your family's names while taking your family's land, nigga.
Bingo.
Okay. Stop playing with us.
One more time for these people.
They slow, but we ain't doing nothing. We ain't playing with y'all no more. I'm not playing with y'all, man.
Jackson.
I'm not playing with you, little
niggas. Can y'all please tell them where the word Jackson came from?
America.
But I want y'all to break it down how it became to Jackson.
Washington.
I don't know.
I can tell you when if Jack had a son and when he named his son, they said, "Oh, that's Jack's son." So that's where they came up with the word Jackson.
Right.
They combined Jack and his son together and made it Jackson.
Facts. Or John.
Yeah, or Johnson.
Juan. Jock. Right? When we get the translating stuff
they
going
literally
over,
she brought this up in one of our bills that they literally was selling our last names when they was getting them off the boat. These people, because I work for pale skin, so you can't tell me. I have seen some of their family crest, and those ain't the names that they're going by on their family crest that they're going back in America.
They didn't change their names when they got here, did they? They didn't do that. Don't worry about it. Trump didn't change their name to Trump. Don't worry about it.
They was literally changing their name so they can be American. And all of a sudden,
look, I see some of you niggas in the chat room. I want to take y'all goddamn wrench. I see some of you motherfuckers in the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to do it. I see some of you motherfuckers in the chat room, right? And you niggas over here acting like you're hearing some information and then listen to other places. I know the information sucks because you hear dope fucking information for years, and then you turn around and don't say nothing. I thought we supposed to be building. The motherfuckers is taking niggas back to the Stone Age with some motherfucking TP ass talking shit. You know what I'm talking about, bro? I'm so disgusted with you. I am. This shouldn't even have life. It shouldn't even be breathing. But you haters, you niggas hate so much that you hate against your own. Think about what I'm saying. You niggas hate against your own best interest.
Yep. It's like our people love to be the ones on the bottom of the barrel. Oh, y'all didn't do nothing. I want y'all to niggas remember it was sad that y'all didn't build shit. You lived in fucking straw huts and teepees, and you ain't built a goddamn thing across America. Y'all just let all the other people, because y'all was so uneducated and didn't know shit. You didn't know your damn hair from your ass. So y'all sit here and waited for somebody else to come and build up your goddamn land. Because that's what's being taught now. It was taught that you didn't know shit. And hell, you didn't even have a last name when these niggas got over here. So since you didn't have a last name, when they came and conquered, they gave you their last motherfucking name.
Man.
That's what's being taught now. So
niggas act like...
Don't get mad when niggas come telling y'all ain't mounted up to shit. Because hell, if y'all still going by what these niggas saying now, hell, y'all should stick with the indoctrination in the damn school, because it ain't no damn difference. It's damn sure ain't no damn difference, because they already told you were slaves. So what's the difference? They were just telling you that they went over there and stole all the motherfucking great basketball players, great singers, great football players, great builders, great agriculture. They would have stole all these people out of Africa. And I be damned that Africa ain't got shit because they went over and was vetting in the 1400s. Let them tell you the first slaves didn't get here to the 1619. So in between the time that they was over there, they was stopping your asses. They was saying, so who in your family can you sing? Okay, yeah, we got a good singer. Hit a note for me before we let you on the boat. Oh, okay. That was one of the ones we came over here for. Check. Like they was over there vetting this shit. Also, you say you can run how fast? And how long were they? We need you to strike out while we time you. So we gotta run it, y'all. Check. The dumb shit. So how the fuck all y'all great people that's over here in America and nobody's left in Africa? So this is why Africa is in ruins because they was goddamn it vetting at the time. This is
And
the dumb
all
shit.
over Africa, what they play, Empress, they play soccer. They don't play basketball. They don't play football.
Wait.
Came up with all
So
those
in between all that, when they started having the Olympics, they said, well, we ain't no need us going back to Africa because we got all the great singers, all the great football players, all the great runners, all the great basketball players. We don't have to go back because we just took all them and then look after us just over there falling down. And y'all don't went over there and vetted.
Man.
Dumb shit.
Oh my God. Yo,
so I use more common sense than I use anything. Because guess what? That was common sense before that was a book.
Yo. So what you saying is they had a slave combine?
Yeah. They was vetting. They were fact checking and shit. They had a whole fact checking system when they was on the way crossing the Atlantic Ocean, throwing their ass all over the ocean. In between time, them trying to keep their balance, they was like, who else we going over here to get? Oh, okay. Oh, that nigga can jump over. Oh, we looking for niggas that can jump over a motherfucking tree. Because who running and jumping over? What's those big hurdles that they run and jump over that big old thing where they run and use that pole and it pushes them over the what you call it?
Pole vault. Pole vault.
Yeah. So they was looking for them too. So you done asked and fell for pokey dopamine. Niggas couldn't even fight. Now check this out. In between the time that they was lining their ass up vetting and shit, didn't nobody run off. But they was these great warriors over in Africa. You nobody got them and smack the shit out of them for getting off that damn boat with that dumb shit.
Oh my God.
Nigga, you come over here to say who? Nigga, I'm giving you 5 seconds to get your ass off the shores of West Africa.
Oh shit. Oh
so,
my God.
Not to mention, these niggas can't run. Y'all know we are the greatest at everything. So back then, them niggas, they didn't know nothing about running. They didn't even know how to bathe their own ass. Let's get that straight. So before they even landed on the shores of West Africa, you could already smell them motherfuckers coming out. Could you imagine that stench coming out the ocean? Not to mention the fucking fish. And with that scent too, coming towards that land, you know they smell them motherfuckers. They couldn't hide. Because the niggas that believe in motherfucking bathing. They got whole documentaries of them not even bathing. See, they don't come and tell y'all about this. They just said that y'all were slaves. But they didn't tell you these motherfuckers didn't know how to bathe. These niggas' teeth were so goddamn rotten. Well, it ain't seen a wash rag, a brush, or nothing to get the plaque off their ass. They look like they was eating shit.
Do you know how they conquered the Moors?
How did they conquer the Moors, sheep?
By throwing shit on them because they were so nasty.
Damn! Oh. Get out of here! I told you that was some nasty ass.
They were so nasty with they didn't really have a chimney, so they said open their window and
I
throw
heard
the shit
that they were just out in the street.
But when they started having wars with the Moors, they would literally throw shit on the Moors, and the Moors were so clean. I'm not gonna lie, they were clean.
Yeah, I heard they were some clean people. You could tell how they dressed; they was clean.
Right. So yeah, that's how they conquered them. They throw shit on.
But yet they came and told y'all that we were savages when these motherfuckers literally laying over there sleeping with they dogs, they cats, they cows. They said all this shit lived in the house with them. And you wonder where all these diseases came from. They said they pissed and shit where they slept at. So I can see it throwing shit out the window. The niggas didn't even have an irrigational system. But when they got here, guess what they had? We had irrigational systems. So you need to tell me we had irrigational system already in America. You niggas didn't build an irrigational system in Africa. You niggas still right today get muddy fucking water in Africa. But these niggas will get mad at us for claiming our ancestor shit. Because there's literally documentaries of us having irrigational systems, that we was the cleanest when it got here. This is what, but Africa don't have all that. So somebody got to explain something to me. How can you be these great builders, these great architects, but yet it's really not built up, but in certain parts in South Africa it's built up, and in Johannesburg or something like that, it's real pretty. It's not a whole lot of places. It's just gorgeous, like not like they pursue it. And then I heard they have to run water all day, every day, over in Egypt, because they said that's the dry and dusty, dirty motherfucker you ever want to see. And I got this from motherfuckers that's living there.
Ghana. They could keep Ghana. I got so sick in Ghana, I almost died.
Oh yeah, they said that was good and nasty and funky too in Ghana.
Oh, the beach is horrible. I'm like, come on, y'all did, and then y'all let Chinese people be kings.
Ain't it the return of Ghana, Chief?
Yes.
So y'all returning to Ghana. Yeah, y'all gonna be the new niggas on the block. They gonna have y'all asses over there building up Ghana. Y'all talk about Africa like it's the most gorgeous motherfucking place on the fucking planet. Nothing like motherland. Mother ain't got no food. Mother ain't got no water. Y'all niggas gonna be over there sick than a motherfucker because you used to the American way where you can get them and get up and go to the store and pick you out what you want to eat because you ain't farming no damn more. So you niggas gonna go return to Ghana. You famous niggas that love to talk about Africa. You're gonna be over there now. You're gonna be shitting, ain't gonna be bathing. So I can imagine the stench gonna be on your ass because they say it's high in the motherfucker to live in Africa. But you ain't got shit. How the fuck y'all gonna be that damn high? It don't come with nothing. Well, shit, at least if you paying $1,200 a month over here, you got water, electricity. You can go to the stove. You ain't got to worry about chasing your fucking food down the road. Over in Africa, they have to chase their food down the road because it's a shortage. Niggas killing rats and putting them on a stick. Don't even shave the fur off the motherfucker. Put the motherfucker on the grill. These are facts. Oh, by the way, they don't even have food stamps, so ain't no government over there giving you a goddamn bush meat.
Girl, we was in
Ghana. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas gonna do.
We was in Ghana and my son and my nephew went took a walk and the man was taking a shit right in the middle of the street.
Oh my God. Hell no. I couldn't have took that. Could y'all imagine that? See, now y'all see how clean we was in America. They said this man was living in the middle of the street taking a damn dump. Like ain't nobody else out there. Ain't nobody else. This is private. Let me handle my business. That type of shit going on over in Africa. So you take your motherfucking ass on. You niggas that always love to get them Africa. But y'all niggas ain't made no move yet. I'm trying to figure out when the fuck y'all leaving. Y'all feel that we put down Africa, but guess what? Africans don't fuck with us like it. So quit acting like they do. That's what pisses me off because I work with them.
No, they
acting
don't.
Like they love us like it. Y'all
because
need to quit that dumb shit.
They get off the boat or the plane, the government tells them you better not fuck with them Indians or them niggas.
Taught that in class.
Better not.
They are taught that in class to stay away from us. That we are. You know why they teach them that? So, but see, if you was them, why would they teach you that? If y'all the same people, they would let them mingle with us so they could say, get them to go back home with y'all. They know y'all not them, so they tell them, don't mix with them niggas, because they bad motherfucking news. You know why we bad news? Because we own the goddamn land. So they try to shame us to other people that we was late. We're lazy. The true lazy motherfuckers is the same motherfuckers that's been squatters since they got here. You know, if a motherfucker can steal a whole goddamn landmass, they can steal a stink out of shit. The hell, how you steal a whole landmass? Not only one landmass, you niggas done stole a couple landmass.
It was the prisoners that left from off them prisons in Europe and them Crenshaw houses. That stealing shit and raping and coming over here. They
Yes,
sent them to Australia, Brazil, and here.
exactly.
Talk about that. What is wrong with people? I mean, talk about them small hats that's taking over everything. That's taking a whole democracy with voting.
Yes,
Talk about that as well. You know, we're gonna have to expel these people out of this out of off our land.
that part. You know, we done been through a lot, and we still ain't got it to. We need to unify in order from when this government fall, we can put people in place so they can go back, so we can go back to who we were before them. Y'all just don't get it.
Chief Holiday, I want to ask you a question. What do you think about the arrest of NFAC leader uh, Grandmaster J?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that question again?
Yes. What do you think about the arrest of the NFAC leader Grandmaster J? I talked to a friend of mine and she said she had already protected him through international law. But the only way you can have a militia is if you have a nation. You can't
You
be saying
gotta,
you're black
yeah,
and
not
have
black.
a nation, have a militia,
Mm-mm.
because they're already going to deem you a black extremist.
Facts. He was an agent. That's what I believe it was. I believe he was one of the ones supposed to push this black, bigoted black ass shit. Cause every word came out of his mouth was black. But he said his grandmama name was Indian out of Texas. That he came from royalty. He wasn't just a regular Indian. She was royalty.
Well, what's the problem? Why are you still saying black and I don't get it.
Exactly. You know, this is crazy. Our people are easily to be misled. It's still today. We still need a savior. Until you save your own ass, you ain't saved.
Well, I say this, as far as Grandmaster J, free Grandmaster J. I don't believe anybody should be locked up. Um,
Facts.
you know, that's the first thing, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know nobody's intentions, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just gonna assume he's for the people, you know what I mean? And some stuff is about being adjusted, you know what I mean? So shout out to Aboriginal TV. He brought him to my attention, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody heard of it. That's the first time I had heard of him, And yeah, you know what I mean? So like I said, man, I don't know, it's a tough one, because you don't know. You don't know.
Ever
Remember,
know,
hey,
right?
I am not an officer of any law, local, state, federal, or international or galactic. Okay. So remember, I said that. So I'm just gonna keep putting that on the record. I
Yep.
just want to say that again. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all my comrades out there. Hey man, y'all just keep fighting, man.
It
Stay
was
sucker free. But I say this. Why? What was the end game to be at Breonna Taylor? What's the end game for being in the open? Move in silence.
facts.
Facts.
Fuck. And stay off the internet telling yourselves what you fucking
Yes, that's
what
why
y'all
you
got
know
going
if
on. What the
this
fuck are
was
y'all
a
doing?
whole op. That's why I
You
was
got
like,
motherfuckers.
why is he doing all this for the public?
Hold on. Motherfuckers will come up here and be like, my name is Daffy Duck. And then they'll show you a family tree from Daffy Duck. Y'all fall for that? Y'all let a motherfucker show you a family tree and you don't know his name or her name.
Mm-hmm.
Genealogy search is lifelong. Do you have a lifelong search to do another motherfucker's genealogy form? You need to be worried about what monkeys falling out your motherfucking tree, nigga. Worry about you niggas is
What
agents.
what happened? What I missed?
Agents.
I think the same thing.
I'm on the same shit. I'm staying on it because I don't this shit crazy. I'm not asking nobody about what's on your family tree. I'm worried about mine all the time. The fuck is
Right.
wrong with
This is
y'all?
what I'm saying. I don't have time to worry about who's who when I'm finding so much shit that I have never
Terrible.
found.
Yeah,
What
it's
I
terrible.
missed, y'all?
You know,
Somebody talking about somebody's family tree?
No, it's just niggas be saying Indians know they family tree. They trace themselves to a dog's road, and the
No,
Aboriginals
that's a
don't trace they
motherfucking lie.
don't do their GDO.
That's the
the
five
dog roll,
civilized tribe, you
Indian,
clowns. Those
there's
are
the hill
pale skinned
roll.
people over those goddamn five civilized tribes. Go look up who are the chiefs. It damn sure ain't our face. Those why they call
Right.
them civilized because people had to agree along to get along with them motherfuckers that wasn't even part of that fucking lineage.
One of my ancestors, Pushmataha, was a burnt fucking biscuit. He was burnt. He was black. He was blackity fucking black, if you want to call it black. He was melanin. So, and he was a chief. He was one of my relatives. Pushmataha was one of the chiefs of the Choctaws. And then they created the Williams, the Smiths, and all those people that's in my family.
See?
So we can't. I know these people going around saying who's who and who's who. What? Where's your lineage?
Yeah.
You know, talking about DNA, but they're gonna make that nano technology out your ass with your spit.
That
They're
part.
gonna be cloning your ass. Stay away from that. That is not us. We
Niggas
never
worry about
studied.
the wrong motherfucking things. Like I said, there's no solutions or nothing. Niggas worrying about beating their chest and who got the most information, who's doing this and who's doing that. Where's your motherfucking solution? Because like I said, we could talk about motherfucking history all damn day long. Where is your solutions for the people that you claim that you are caring about? It's the reason why you over here teaching. So where's y'all damn solutions? If you really care about the people as you claim, where are your solutions at? Because I don't hear nothing but crickets. I don't hear nothing but crickets. But everybody wants to be the leader. Everybody wants to be the leader of this and leader of that. All I'm seeing is a lot of niggas just want some motherfucking attention. That's all I'm seeing.
A leader
Facts.
is a servant. A
Thanks.
leader is a servant. You serve the people.
Tell them again.
People.
Miss
We
Zach.
will. What's going on with Miss Zach, man? What is happening?
Miss Zach,
Talita.
I don't see you in the chat, but you delete people. What's going on with you, brother?
Hold on, y'all. I gotta go out of here.
Like I said, a lot of these men, they're not coming up. They fighting, they arguing. And like I tell Chief, I tell everybody, y'all know how I feel. We are trying to save our people. We can argue about this, that, and the third later. Because guess what? While you sleeping at night, they up all night long trying to figure out how to meet your demise. But a lot of y'all are acquiescing into it. So they ain't got to do too much because y'all already acquiescing into it.
Facts.
So, keep on arguing if you want to. Keep on goddamn and throwing shots if you want to. I just want to know what you're going to do when they knock on that goddamn door. Because some of y'all damn governors going to let them make it mandatory to get them shot. But then you have some states like Tennessee say it's voluntary. It's your
And
choice.
that must be one of the people that's looking out for their people, because
Yep.
that's what the public servant is supposed to be about, looking out for your people. You're not supposed to force them to do anything.
Yep.
So everybody look at the laws of their state and see what the law has, but you could present anything. You could present a notice, sign, and said this is against my. They could talk about anything about no, you can't use exemptions. Yes, the hell you can because it's international law.
Mm-hmm.
International law. ILO 169, the laws of indigenous people. Look at that law and find out exactly what they can and can do. And bring their ass before the UN, or not the UN, but the Geneva Convention and all those other things. We got to learn how to use that inter-America court to start forcing their goddamn hand, because that's the thing. We're not standing up like we're supposed to.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, it's stuff like this. We're talking about. We're talking about what we need to do to help you out, to stop them from trying to vaccinate you, to get your land passed. These are things that we're talking about that what nobody else talking about. They too busy arguing. Oh, I got more information. There ain't nobody. This is all you hear from other people. But yet, what are you doing?
First of all, people still on there talking about people's sexual persuade, all this bullshit, instead of talking about what's really going on. I
Facts.
don't care to hear you. I mean,
I,
you're
I'm with
still a
you on that
child,
too.
not even a man to me. If you still have to be talking about under women's clothes or what,
It's
you're
degrading.
not impressing anybody doing
It's not
things like
impressive
that.
to me. First of all, let me say this. I don't come to YouTube to hear, especially in this community, because this community really is supposed to be where you're enlightened and that you know what rap done, how rap has corrupted a lot of our people. Yeah, I was young. I thought Too Short was the shit. He was calling us bitches and hoes and shit, and we didn't really think nothing about it. We were just wanting to dance and have fun. I was a child at that time. But now that I know better, I do better. I don't care for all that degrading the women and shit all on motherfucking internet, because it's not cool. And anybody think that shit cool, something is wrong with y'all. Because I thought you supposed to be back past that shit. You were supposed to be over in that Aborigine or American Indian. I consider it all the same fucking community, even though people like to separate it. It's all the same fucking thing. I thought that type of behavior shouldn't even be recognized over here. Since I've been here, ain't been done. So, I said respect us. We know where we became bitches and shit and why they pushed that agenda. It was to take the matriarch and put them down, the wound that you came from. So if you feel that way about the young ladies and us in the community, do you feel that way about the wound that you come from? It's time out for all that behavior. I'm just sorry. It's time out for that behavior.
How you see a real man is how he treat his mother or his women
Facts.
ancestors.
Facts. And that is a fact. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to read this chat, Chief. Yes, Jerry, and we did. And we fell for the okie doke. We fell for a whole lot of stuff. Now that we look back, that we know was degrading towards our people. That's why I don't even really, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. That's why some people's channel I really don't go to. I'm looking for solutions. I'm looking for warrior men that's willing to stand up and fight for their families, their children, their mothers, their grandmothers. That's what we're looking for. We ain't looking for people to be degrading us, putting us down. think we can deal with the system. Exactly, enlightened soul. Exactly. Divide and conquer. Yes, ma'am, Firewater. That's been their tactic ever since, and they have done a good job. Y'all, whether you want to believe it or not, they have done a good job with the divide and conquer amongst us. Give these niggas some money, and then they'll talk about they don't want to be bothered with the broke niggas. And then teach them that these motherfuckers ain't shit. Do the best. That's the type of that's been always been the divide and conquer. Because we tend to look down, not knowing that the pale skin look at you all the fucking same. You're still the same in their eyes. They don't give a damn if you got a couple dollars. You still the same, because guess what? They got all your dollars. They got all your money. They got your land. Your land is worth anything over here. They got all of it. And while y'all bickering and fighting and arguing with no solutions, they running to the bank with all your shit. And that's a fact. So you keep on arguing and bickering. We'll see how it ends in 2021. It's getting here, and it's getting here fast. But y'all better wake up, man. And it ain't looking good for a whole lot of people. While y'all arguing and fighting, I hope y'all trying to detox and get all this fuck shit out your blood. Worry about that.
Facts,
All
Empress.
that debating, that shit needs to stop. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That needs to stop. What you debating
Well,
for?
what they debating for? I want to know what.
That's what I keep trying
What
to figure out now.
what solution coming up with as you debate? Once you debate, then what?
Then what? Exactly, because we still ain't got no solutions. Once you debate, then what? No solutions.
How you standing up to these people who want to force a vaccine on you? How you standing up to these people telling you that you're not who you are, even though
That part.
they're not stopping you? It's your own people stopping you
Yes.
from hating and telling you what you not when you ain't never slept in a block with me.
And
You don't know where I grew up. Well, put me way in Georgia. Now I had a grand, you have like maybe 100 and some grandparents and great grandparents. So
Mhm.
one grandparent being from Georgia makes me from Georgia.
Exactly.
All my people lineages from Louisiana. Yes, I have some from Georgia and I accept them proudly. I might have some land there too. We've been all over.
Yes.
18 USC 1151 is all indigenous territory. Remember that. 18 USC 1151.
18
That's your
years.
territory.
Mm-hmm. Y'all hear that?
Where you from? You say 18 USC 1151. I'm from this all over this motherfucker.
Exactly. And for the life of me, I'm trying to figure how they could say what's Indian territory and what's not. All this was ours. All of
That's
it.
so you somebody don't know.
Yep.
But you'll know that everywhere is Indian territory except the District of Columbia, which is this small paradigm
Yes.
of an area. But everywhere else is indigenous territory.
Yep. This our shit.
This is our shit.
Y'all got Negroes teaching, pan boo boos teaching that you come from across the water. Ask them do their genealogy and find out if they got any land patents. Then tell me do their genealogy over in Africa and see if there's any land patents over there for them.
Ask the people of Sierra Leone when they went over there how they got treated. They
Mm-hmm.
was the first Africans over there started attacking those people because of
Kill them.
jealousy.
Start killing them.
Start fucking them up.
Yep.
Just like the Tutsis and the Houthis.
And that's the thing. If you go back and find out how they was messing up the American Indians that was going over there, was trying to leave from here, how they was messing them up for coming over there, what do y'all think they was doing to the pale skin? So you telling me It was easier for the pale skins to go over there and deal with and have a conversation. But people that supposedly looked like them or came from over there, they was killing them. But they didn't kill the pale skin.
I think the Dogon tribe knew who we were because they were like, they still teaching some of our systems and some of
Okay.
our, yeah, it have to be a real spiritual connection to really know who we are, because a lot of people are sleeping, including Africans and Jamaicans, because if you go there too, they have churches on every corner
Mm.
and they worship the Jesus.
Everybody still trying to bring Jesus back. Oh, I tell y'all what, you ain't gonna see him in this lifetime or the next lifetime. How about that? So you can keep on hoping that he come up out the sky and save your black asses. I'm pretty sure he know if he's pale skinned as they paint him. I'm pretty sure he know who his people is when he get here. Think he coming for y'all? Is he any of y'all bloodline? Trying to figure it out. I hope y'all know. Because if you're praying to him, he better be in your goddamn bloodline. Or, if you trace doing your genealogy, you might run across a Jesus.
I'll tell you what, baby, Mexico believe in that name.
Yes, they do.
What's your name?
Yes, they do.
Jesus. What's your name? Jesus. I'm
Jesus.
like, God.
Okay, Jesus. You must have been the one that moved the tombstone over and came on out after 3 days. Keep on playing with these folks. Y'all gotta keep telling y'all gonna be waiting around for him to come back. And you're gonna be saying the same damn thing our grandparents and them said, God rest they were saying we living in the last days. Here I am finna be 50. And I remember my grandma and them saying that I was about 4 and 5 years old. God damn, how many last days do we get?
We was living in the last
Yeah,
days.
we were living in the last days in the
So tired of
70s.
my grandma, my people telling me you living in the last days. I'm like, well, God damn.
Yeah. Look, they'll
It's
tell
been
you.
the
But
last
see, they should
y'all
know
been here.
that New Testament that they give y'all with all these last days and shit. This is shit that they was already making plans to do to your ass. That's all that was. Because if this common sense, I'm gonna use my common sense right now. If that was the Old Testament, and they said God stands on his word, right? So in the midst of him saying that y'all was a curse, y'all was gonna be born with nappy hair and ugly. This was in the Mormon's book now.
Facts. In the Ashkenazis too. They were calling
Yeah,
us yeah.
wearing
In the
us out.
Torah.
We wasn't shit in their book, in the Bible, the good book, the Babu. Said they were saying all these things, so God must have thought about it. He said, I can't do that. It was like riding down the highway doing 80, and I just want, let me back up, possibly right there. But remember, his word is his bond. So, in the midst of him writing the First Testament, the Old Testament, he decided, I'm going to go back and erase this and put in that you just going to be slaves and you'll get your rewards in the afterlife. So that's what y'all telling me, though. It's what put two and two together. So he didn't agree with what he put in the Old Testament, so he just came up with the New
Testament. Yep. Just to make your ass subservient to that word.
Yes.
Instead of following your...
Yeah. I'm just saying, y'all, this is just common sense. All of a sudden, he had a change of heart. After he done wrote all this stuff on the stone and did all this, he just, I don't know. He just felt bad that you niggas were suffering. So I'm going to rewrite these nappy-head niggas back into the New Testament and just make them servants. And if they serve long enough and keep getting their ass whooped and don't fight back, they'll be rewarded with streets paved of gold. And you will be able to sit at the master's feet. Might be able to shoe shine his shit. How about that?
And you know what's so funny, Empress? In Revelations, they have that the beast will have the mark 666. What is carbon? What is us?
666. That's all. That's what we're made of.
Yeah, it's all crazy, but
Yes.
you know what? We're doing what we're supposed to do.
Yep.
And we're not asking anything for it. We're not apologizing for it. We're not asking for no pats on the back. We just want our people to
Be
know
safe
who they are
and know who they are. That's all we ask for. But like I said, it's a New Testament, Old Testament are two different books, not the same.
Right. Facts.
No, they're not. But we know. But we was talking about Nick. We're talking about how a lot of people coincide the New Testament with the Old Testament, and you know, if you just think about it, it's two different testaments. But if he felt this way about your ass in the first book, so why the hell he feel different about you in the second book? Because like I said, the word is your bond. Has to deal with
can
court.
I ask why they took all the rest of the books out if they were so true?
Exactly.
They took so many of those books out. Why?
Yeah. You know, all those are supposed to be God's words. You know, God knows I ain't never heard him say none of them, but y'all say they're God's words. So he told man to write his words down. Now, like your boy mentioned in a video I watched, we got 6,000 years of these little bad rodents running around here fucking up the planet. Now he's Jesus all by himself. He's the great, you know, and he should be able to fuck their ass up from where he sits, because they say he sits on high and look low. So if he's looking low, he see these motherfuckers down here fucking up his shit. So why the fuck he ain't fucking them up from on high?
One hand, supposedly.
Exactly. Yeah, y'all niggas better wake up. Y'all can keep believing in that goddamn shit if you want to. Because these niggas are running amok down. These troglodyte niggas are running amok down here. And he ain't got to kill us off to get to them, because he know who the fuck they are. So you're organic, so Mother Nature knows who you are. The earth, the moon, they know who you are.
We have always been in tune with nature, and that's what their problem is.
Yes,
they cannot
that is exactly what it is.
How someone is so spiritually connected to nature. So
I'm just trying to figure out, you know, y'all can keep on believing in that shit and keep getting your ass whooped and beat down and talking about where I literally heard people, you know, my friends put on Facebook, God said he will make them your footstools. Why the fuck they got your ass down there with their foot on your back? So I guess he must have been talking about your ass. You they footstool, Negro. I'm just saying, you know, a lot of this stuff goes, you know, you have to think about it, you know. You know, these are all quotes that our people love to quote. Our people pick shit out the book that they love to quote. They don't want to take the bad part. They just want to pick out the good part. You know, all this about what God said he going to do for their black ass, but they don't want to seem to be down here struggling and suffering. He said, suffer, little child, come unto me. What the hell am I suffering for?
Right. Facts. What are we suffering for?
Yeah. Now, this is another thing I want to put out there. Now, they said he died on a cross for your sins. That means there's no sins in the world. If he already died for your sins, that means what the hell are you waiting on a second coming for? I'm just saying, just common sense.
Everything's
Why the
supposed to
hell
be
you waiting on a
copacetic.
second coming? Because he already done went and laid his ass on the line. So therefore, you ain't got to wait on the second coming. It's already done came. Because the day he died, all your sins was wiped away. So when you niggas be ready to get them to get up and start whooping some ass, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Because guess what? There's no sin to whoop their ass because he died. Yeah, it said you have to break the story down like it. So you ain't gotta feel guilty when you knock off one of these motherfuckers' head. Cause guess what? When you knock their head off, say, well, he already died, and I ain't worried about the goddamn life. Hell, y'all want to have guilt. They ain't got no guilt when they knocking your ass off. They ain't got no guilt about this damn vaccine they trying to push on your damn ass. So what the fuck you feel guilty for? Every time you kick one of their ass, just remember, he already paid the price.
He must be. He got me.
And also remember that the nigga couldn't even save his own damn ass. So what the fuck you waiting on? The nigga literally went up and let them nail him to the cross. So you expect him to come back and get your ass? Shit, he couldn't even get his own damn ass up off the cross.
Girl,
Y'all expect a
no.
nigga that done got his ass whooped with pebbles all the way to the cross and come back and get your ass. I be damn. I be looking like shit. Nigga, you got your ass whooped and you expect me? No. The hell? That's just like sitting out, goddamn it, dude from the Plan, the little midget, to go fight Mike Tyson. You know he gonna get his ass whooped right. But I expect him to come back and get me. Y'all niggas better wake up. Y'all don't see the big picture yet? Nigga couldn't save his own ass, but y'all swear that he's coming back to save y'all ass.
You gotta stop making me cry, Empress. You make
you know, and then people say I'm wrong for saying this about they Jesus. I'm just going back, if you read the book, and this is all the things that they taught you in church. This ain't, don't blame me. I'm just breaking down what was taught in church and what the Bible say. That's all I'm doing. But don't blame me how it's coming out. You don't blame the pastor when he's up there huffing and puffing and lying to you to get a couple dollars out of your pocket.
well, Jay was never in the Hebrew
Exactly.
language,
Was never, and Jay just came by, I think, in the 1800s.
fact.
So when you hollering on Jesus, who are you really hollering on? You got to know who you're hollering on first. How the hell you out here just calling on anybody?
You know what I heard? That when people say pray, that means that spirits are, when you get on your knees, that means you are fellatio, and I don't mean to be rude.
Oh, Lord, see how they got y'all?
Spirits.
Because, see, they little dogs anyway. They'll lick on anything.
Yes.
See, you better watch, well, like I said, watch who you calling on. Watch who pray, means to pray like an animal. That's what people don't really realize. And that means like a sacrifice.
Exactly.
So y'all Negroes believing in all this stuff that they done forced us to believe. First of all, they told you that you couldn't even read. They told you couldn't even read. And the first book they gave you was the Bible to save your ass. So if he died to save your ass, why the hell y'all still getting your ass whooped?
Facts.
And how is having sex that you were born in sin? And once again, the nigga died on the cross. So how the hell is you born in sin? Who said in order for you to get here, you have to have relations? I ain't gonna call it sex. I'm saying relations. So you telling me having a relations is a sin? Because that's how you bring forth life. So they telling you, they only told your black ass that.
And the same people that's telling him what's a sin is molesting little boys.
Yes. Yes. Molesting kids, period. Because if you go up in
Fact.
these Catholic churches, half the kids in there been molested.
Girl, on Tulane Avenue, St. Anne Church, they had so many babies found from them nuns getting rid of them babies because they got pregnant in those nunneries in that church. And they found so many babies underneath that church in New Orleans. This a
Oh
lot of shit
God.
going. See where that Superdome is? They
Uh-huh.
have so many burial grounds there. That's why a lot of times they were saying that the Saints was losing and stuff because those ancestors was pissed off that they built that Superdome. Probably on top of a mound, because
Yeah, they
City
probably
Park is
did.
a mound, Audubon Park is a mound, Poverty Pern and all those places in Louisiana are mounds. So a lot of mounds was just desecrated, just like in St. Louis #2 Cemetery that's in New Orleans in the
Mhm.
French Quarter.
Yeah, they
That
said
picture
it's
that
they talk about that down there, like, there's a lot of where we are, they say ghosts, down
oh
through there.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. They ain't nothing but the ancestor. The ancestor ought to come through there just smacking the hell out of every damn body with the shit they be doing.
yeah,
That's why we say once you get on one accord, we can, go to your ancestors. That's who we need right now.
facts.
And Jesus ain't in your bloodline. I'm telling you, they come and call him up and tell him what you want. The nigga goddamn phone number been disconnected since his ass left here. Nigga ain't paid a phone bill yet. Nigga he get money every Sunday in the church, in the and nigga ain't stopped by to pick the shit up yet. So now you know why his damn phone line is why his phone is off. Nigga ain't picked
It
up
was
the
so
goddamn
funny.
money yet. That was one of the
Paul
first songs they told us in church. Call him up and tell him what.
Paul Martin used to ask his parishioners for their tax returns, how much they were making.
Making plenty of money. Because I'm going to tell y'all something about Negroes. We so faithful to this Jesus, we'll give him our last knowing we ain't got no damn food on the table. Just to get a good feeling sitting in there for about an hour or so. Then go home and talk about, Mama gonna throw something together. Mama didn't
And then you'll
$40
pass
in
by
the
somebody that's starving on the street and totally pass them by, wouldn't give them nothing to eat. But
exactly.
you'll look at them with your nose in the air like they're shit, or you're more than them, or you have more than them.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're supposed to be doing is taking care of those people who can't take care of themselves.
Nope. And let y'all tell it, he fed a lot of people with 2 fish. Was it 2 loaves of bread and some fish? What was it? Mm-hmm. But yet the children in Africa and other places are starving. Nigga ain't dropped by with 2 loaf of bread, 2 loaves of bread and some fish yet. They say he's the same today as he was yesterday. So why the fuck if he's the same today as he was yesterday? Why the hell there's people starving? Y'all say he's fed all these goddamn people with some bread and some fish? Shit. I don't know if he took off or he just doing it as seasonal. I don't know. He must be doing it when the fish is biting.
Casting his net on the water.
Yeah. They said he walked on water. But yeah, take your ass out there and see if you walk on it. Let me know how when you reach the bottom of it.
Most people who grew up in areas and they want to be in Africa, they don't even know about the rich history that's in their areas that they grew up in, that it was already indigenous and it already had some amazing histories that was going on there. It's so funny.
Dude,
But I
they love
digress.
them. They got the biggest Jesus Christ statue standing over in Africa. Amongst these indigenous people, they love them for Jesus. You better not tell them Jesus don't exist.
Oh man, look. My friend said she went to a church with her friend in Africa, and she said they have like when you come up there, and like say if it's like you come up to be, they'll put their little waters on you or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
she said this particular man was pushing people like on their head,
Mm-hmm.
like pushing back. So she said when she got up there, he went to push her head, and she grabbed his arm, and it was like struggling.
Would have been fighting up in that church. Now, I don't know what you're trying to get your rocks off on, but put your hand on it. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, nigga. That's what I would have told his ass in church. This ain't what you want, nigga. Put your hand on me.
Like the man in Nigeria told the women they had for them to be empowered, they had to taste his sperm. They had to like drink all his sperm and stuff. So
Oh, nasty.
it's
I was seeing this
crazy.
one where he was smacking the hell out of them people up under that chin over in Africa. I said, I went to nickel board. My man ain't even smacking me. You think I'm gonna go up in the church and let another nigga smack me? Fuck around and pull back a dog. Fuck around, he'll be over there behind the pulpit praying to Jesus that I don't come over that motherfucker and beat his ass. That be the first day his ass. If he ain't never called on Jesus, he put his hand on me, he's gonna call on him. I tell you that much. Y'all keep on praying if you want, I better throw him, nigga. It ain't what you want. You better try Jesus, because I throw hands.
I mean, that was so funny how they had on every story about Grandmaster Jay going to jail. Everywhere you looked, there was Grandmaster Jay going to jail.
Everybody on YouTube had a special on that. I was scrolling down YouTube, and that's all I seen. Grandmaster Jay going to jail. They talking about he's an agent. He's this. He's all okay. But guess what? He's out of jail.
That's right.
He must have called on Jesus. You do get a get out of jail card when you call Jesus. I don't know what number he got. Cause last time I tried to call the nigga, it was busy. So I don't know what number Grandmaster Jay got. He might got a personal connection with him. But the last time I called that nigga, he was busy. Must not be a 1-800 number, I guess.
Cheap holiday, right? Yeah, come get her.
He must got a 1888 number. I might be dialing the wrong number. And so a lot of my people, they gotta be dialing the wrong number. Because every time I turn around, a lot of people getting their ass whooped on TV by the police and everybody else. So y'all gotta be calling on you the wrong motherfucker. Niggas need to start calling your daddies or your mamas, because Jesus ain't finna show up for none of you motherfuckers. I seen where I brought up about me fighting with my daughter on the video over there. What's his name? Babe brought it up. I said when my daughter was young, when she was a little girl, my daughter was bullied. My daughter at first she wouldn't fight. And then she'll fight her now because she figured her mama wasn't motherfucking going. She had to take that from my daddy's ass. So when the girls used to come, they used to tease and talk my daughter. My daughter had some long, beautiful hair. They used to pull her hair, do all kind of shit to my child. Hell yeah, you can't fuck with my goddamn child. Like I said, I'm mama.
I'll fight a child.
I'm fighting. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Now today, I'm not out there in no damn streets fighting. I was talking about when my child was little. My daughter's gonna be 30 in a couple of months. Nigga, I'm finna be 50 fucking years old. I'll shoot your motherfucking ass, but I ain't finna fight you. Hell, I look like out here fighting and getting dirty and shit at 50. Folks is crazy.
That's perfect, baby. I do everything by pen now. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Exactly. Now, I'll invite you over here in my house. And you might not leave the way you came. So that's how I know I would get away with it, because you came up in my shit.
Facts.
Now, but as
Facts.
far as going out looking for trouble, I don't do all that. Don't come for me like I told people earlier. I'm a snake. You step on a snake, y'all know a snake will bite the fuck out of you.
What they? And they try. Snakes are very like they avoid trouble. Believe it or
Exactly.
not.
They avoid trouble. And I seriously avoid the trouble over here on YouTube. I'd rather see all of us laughing and getting along and enjoying and learning the
Yeah.
information than arguing and bickering.
Yes. What the bickering is for? I don't get it. I
I don't
mean,
either. But I'm not gonna sit there and let you, goddamn it, fuck over on me and keep fucking over there and fucking over me and talking about me and thinking it's cool that you don't think I'm gonna retaliate. I do retaliate. I do retaliate. I ain't never said I was a sucker now.
but they have to come after you first. It's not like
Exactly.
you be waiting on them to. Oh, let me see what they're doing so I can attack.
That's how I feel. Once you come after me, then I know you don't even care. You don't like me, and I don't know why you don't like. I'm more of a. I likes to make people laugh. I ain't gonna lie. I like, this is what I do in my everyday life. My people around me, everybody tell you this is what I do. How I am on here, this is me.
Right. And you've always been the same since I met you too. I mean, you haven't been no different.
And because
You're
this is just
passionate.
who I am. I like to laugh, make jokes, make people laugh. This is me all the time around, even with my family. My family like it. Well, my mama, she don't really care too much for the dozens and shit, you know. When I was a little girl, I used to sit in the house and joke off
But
the TV, and my mama
you
used to
could
be like,
really,
yeah, my mom used to be like, don't come here with that goddamn dozen shit. Ain't nobody with that bullshit. I said, I had a whole family high. Sitting there joking on everybody. Oh. And to me, it's nothing wrong with a good laugh. That's just how I am.
no, see, well, laughter is like they said, the best medicine.
Yes,
Everything else, like your pub, every time I hear about some stuff, I get like, I'm like, no, you got to stay on your frequency of kindness,
yes.
serenity,
And laughter,
peacefulness,
you
and
live longer.
watch.
You live longer.
Right, right.
And that just me. My friends always used to tell me, they used to be like, Nessa, why don't you go do stand up? And I'd be like, I'm not doing no damn stand up.
That's what
I'm
my
just,
husband always said. He
huh?
said, tell her she need to have her own show. He said she
Everybody been
is
telling me that since
funny.
I was real young. They was like, what you gonna do? We'll come to the show. I'm not gonna do no stand up. I get good laughs just sitting on me joking on y'all asses. And no, I have never drank anything in my life. I have never smoked
For real.
anything in my life. My family right
Wow,
here,
you just
they'll tell you, have I ever
naturally
drunk
funny.
anything in my life, Tata? Look, not even a wine. They could never even fool
Wow.
me with nothing. I taste everything.
Wow.
My taste buds are so strong, it won't even let me drink, period. This is just me. This is what they used to say. If she's joking, she done had some damn sugar. This is just my spirit. But at the end of the day, I'm still looking out for my people. I may joke on you, but I'm still looking out for you. But I'm gonna tell y'all right
Fact.
now, y'all better quit calling on Jesus. Y'all better quit calling on Jesus, because he ain't coming back to save y'all ass.
And stop relying on that pale face, and definitely stop relying
Had
on
the pale
Africa, because
face and Jesus and the government is
Africa
all the
don't want
same
you.
damn
I'm
thing.
trying to be funny. Africa don't want you.
Nope.
The only person has her visa is Rita Marley. Uh, Nobody else is, can be citizens over there. If you go over there, it's going to be temporary. You're going to be on a
Yes.
visa pass. You're not going to go over there, and they want you out.
But
Why are you trying to struggle to get somewhere else when where were you? Most of those people was born right here,
exactly.
and most of that people were born right here. I don't get it. But I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying, stop trying to make me somebody I'm not when I have all my
That's the
life.
problem I have, Chief. That's exactly the problem I have. You niggas want to be Africans. Go be Africans. They get the year return. Y'all niggas ain't even got to pay to go. Go on back home. And guess what? They even giving y'all a visa. You
Yeah.
ass niggas that say that you up out of Africa, but you got to have a visa to go home. The year to return.
And
What
you
you
got to stay
returning
over
to?
there. They're going to tell you when to go home. You know, you can't stay over there. They're going to say, look, your time is up. You got to go. Got to go, got
Exactly.
to go.
After you done spent all your money at that. After you niggas broke, then they gonna send your ass right back over this way. And we don't want you to come back. I keep trying to tell y'all niggas leave up out of here. I want y'all to get a one way. And for you niggas that think y'all came at the bottom of a goddamn boat, nigga, guess what? This trip back home, you can sit at the top. You ain't even got to go to the bottom of the boat. You niggas can sit up on top, wade, drink, plenty of liquor, all kind of shit. Get fucked up before you get there, because it's gonna be a fucked up situation when you get there. You gonna be good at goddamn drunk. When your ass get there, and after a week or so, and your ass is broke, your ass is gonna be looking for a way to get back here, because you gonna figure out you gotta go run and hunt your food. You're gonna be living in mud huts. And be careful of the people that you pick that you think is your people over there, because they got rituals that's going down over in Africa. I ain't seen none of you black ass Negroes over here do, because they blow up in cows' asses over there. I ain't seen that shit in America. I don't know what kind of ritual they doing or why they doing that shit, blowing up cows' ass, but you niggas, don't nobody want you to come back over here trying to lay your lips on nobody. They gonna be like, you been wild? Hell no. Try to put your hand over there. I'm good. I don't kiss. I ain't even affectionate. You talking about you just came back from Africa? I'll be like, I'm not even affectionate. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Them Nigerians are still the draws off your ass.
Hell yeah.
Hack some shit too, baby. The Nigerians is next after China with hacking and Russia.
Yes, Nigerians will sell you their draws off your ass. Not off their ass, off your ass. Nigerians run more scams on the internet than anybody.
Yes.
And you know it's bad. When I was working with a girl from Single, whatever that is over there. Senegal. She said that they do not trust Nigerians. She said, do not trust Nigerians. She said, oh, they run too many scams. You cannot trust them. I said, oh, okay.
Cameroon. I had a girl who used to do my braids. She was from Cameroon. She said, oh, Nigerians are so sneaky. They so... I'm like, wow. So, people are talking about Africa, but it's different parts of that continent. Where are you from? What village?
Yes.
What township? Where are you from?
They want to know where you're from, because they want to know what kind of scam. See, it's a level to their scamming. So they need to know where you from, because they want to know if they're going to have an ass kicking in the end, because they know which ones they can get.
Right.
Because you see how, and that's why I say, the ones over in different countries, they don't, just like we say, just like, okay, I'm in the South. I may not get along with motherfuckers up north. That's like it is over there. They in Nigeria, they may not be getting along with niggas over in Sierra Leone.
Facts.
So, but for some reason, you paying boo-boos, expect us to love the Africans, but the Africans ain't loving us. I don't get that. Y'all get upset. Oh, what I heard this nigga say. Yeah, the problem I have, they denying Africa. They don't want to be a part of Africa. Africa is the most diverse continent it is. Y'all niggas keep forgetting that you got North Africa and South Africa and the Middle East, which, I don't know about the Middle East. It's still all one fucking continent, but for some reason, y'all forgetting this, but then you'll tell us that we need to love all them out of Africa. These are all different groups of sets of people.
Facts. And what they gonna do about taking China if they want to go home? How China over there occupying shit? You gonna
China gonna whoop their black asses and send them back over to America where they belong.
Look, I saw a Chinese man teaching some of their young African little boys. They preparing them, baby, to be their army.
They got a Chinese chief over there.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I
in
seen this
Nigeria.
shit. I got the picture, y'all, and I posted it on Facebook because the people on these paying boo-boos on Facebook get on my nerves. I said, so what you call this over here? He was surrounded by a whole bunch of young Africans, men, and he was sitting in the middle smiling. So what you trying to, y'all all try to say that the American Negro is the sellout. Then what the fuck you call this?
Right.
You know, it blows my mind how they always want to put us down, that we are the sellout. Like we didn't fight, we didn't do shit. But you make like these Africans, because you see some running around with guns and shit, you try to make like they are the ones. I guess they think that Africans are the stronger set of melanated people, and they're not. They're not. Because they getting whooped and sold all over Africa. A whole lot of them, hell, is maids and made to be maids and caretakers over in Egypt and all these places. The Arabs.
Fact.
So, but y'all want to tell us we need to love these Africans when they call us cotters.
That's
Cotton
right.
picker.
A cocker. That's right. That's
They
right.
can call me a cotton picker, because guess what? We were picking cotton. Our people were picking cotton on their own damn land.
That's
They
right.
owned the
We were
land.
picking tobacco on our own land. We was raising crops on our own land. It was our farms
Yes.
that we had.
They-
And we're still very agricultural. We're still very agriculturally leaned people. We definitely know if we put our minds to, we could grow anything we put our
Yes.
minds to. Empress, my phone is on 3%. Well, my
Okay.
husband's phone been dead. But I
Okay. Well,
really
let me
appreciate
get
you,
you.
and
Let me get.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Love you, Chief.
Love you so much, Goddess. You have an awesome night.
You too. You have in my Nana Boo voice. You have a awesome rest of the evening.
Love you, Goddess.
Love you too.
All right.
I'm gonna get Chief back on here. Where you at, Chief Holiday? I know you're out there. Get on back on the panel, because I'm getting low too on my energy. It's all 12 o'clock. I gotta be up at 7 in the morning to get ready for work. Where you at, Chief? Come on back. You know you used to do this to me all the time. Leave me sitting up on the panel by myself. Come on back through. I hope everybody enjoyed the build tonight. Can y'all continue to smash that like button before y'all leave up out of here? Okay, Southwind. Cause see, Southwind, I know how he do. He used to leave me up here by my there you go. He used to leave me up here and I'd be hollering, Chief, where you at? And he'll show up a couple hours later. What's up, Chief?
Hey, man, another great show. You always bringing the heat. Peace to you and emphasis coming through. Definitely appreciate
yes. Can we get it to 200, y'all? At least get it to 200. We got 188 likes. 189. All right. Trying to get that number up. We try to keep these bills coming for y'all on Tuesdays. I know some of y'all probably feel some type of way because I go in on your Jesus. But you'll be all right. I say fuck them tonight and I'll be back up in the morning. That's why I know he ain't tapped me on no shoulder and woke me up. Because why would a nigga wake your ass up and you keep saying fuck him? So, I'm a quit. I said that shit last Christmas, y'all, in my house. When my family was here, my cousin was like, "Oh, let me get the hell up out of here." They were running for the door. Y'all in here praying over this goddamn food, talking about thank Jesus. He ain't brought shit in this motherfucker. Hell, I just went in my motherfucking bank account and bought this motherfucking food. Hell, you gonna think another nigga he didn't go do them goddamn 40 hours this week. I was so goddamn tired the other day, y'all. Why I stayed up late, cause my goddamn knee was hurting me. I got arthritis in my knee. I got up at morning, sit on the side of the bed. I said, Jesus, can you go in there and do that 8 hours for me? Last Friday, to be exact. But you know that nigga didn't answer me. I had to get up and go in there motherfucking 10 hours. That nigga didn't return a call or nothing. I had to go on and go and do it. I said, well, goddamn it, thank God I ain't got to really do a whole lot on this job. I set up Saturday and did the same motherfucking thing at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to be there at 7 so I get on up a little early. Nigga still in here. Goddamn thing about me saying I'm tired and I want to just lay in his bed because it was goddamn at 20-something degrees outside. I was like, Jesus, you gonna go do these hours for me? Nigga still never got back to me. Still, goddamn it, here it is finna be Wednesday. Ain't heard from that nigga yet. How to call no motherfuckers ain't showing up.
Oh shit. Hey man, that's funny as hell. Seriously. It's really funny as hell.
I know he got a new number, Rainstorm. I kept telling y'all I've been dialing 1-800. Nigga, I know it must be 188. I'm this time I'm gonna dial 1-800-188 get a nigga. Y'all think he'll pick up 1-888 get a nigga?
No, you gotta hit his app. He got an app now.
Oh, he got an app. I'm gonna go to the Play Store and download this motherfucker.
There you go, right there. Apple or your Android Play Store. Shit.
Huh?
In your Apple or your Android Play Store, man. I'm telling you, shit crazy.
I know that's right. But like he didn't watch no collard greens. That nigga didn't pick no beans. The nigga didn't goddamn it fix the cornbread to make my cornbread dressing or nothing. And these niggas ran up out of my house, goddamn it, doing 50 because I said fuck Jesus and don't be talking about he did shit in this motherfucking kitchen.
Terrible.
See, how the hell y'all running for? Type of oh shit, gonna be lightning and shit.
Man.
These niggas do more motherfucking dirt and worrying about me saying fuck Jesus.
Man, ain't that crazy?
I keep telling you, if he died for your sin, what the fuck you running for? Didn't they not say he died for your sins? So that means there's no sin in the world. So you can say fuck Jesus all day. Goddamn it, knock off a couple pale faces' heads every now and then. And you ain't gotta feel guilty. You ain't gotta feel guilty because they look like him. Mm-hmm. He said, I died for your sins. Fuck off some shit. That's all I'm saying. Shit. You niggas goddamn it run around here, goddamn it keep getting fucked up by his motherfucking people. He said, I died for your sins, so it don't motherfucking matter. Y'all niggas too worried about it. Well, if I do something, I ain't gonna get in heaven. Who told you it was a heaven? Who died and goddamn it came back and said, man, y'all should have seen heaven when I was up there. Tell me so I can call that nigga because I like to talk to him. If anybody been to heaven, please give me a call. Shit, hey, I like to know.
Heaven,
shit,
here I come.
Tom, but you gonna walk around heaven all day. Shit, tell me that nigga that walked around heaven and came back and told you about it because I like to meet the motherfucker.
I can't wait to go. I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna do a whole live stream. Y'all gonna know it too. Be happy than a motherfucker.
I might not get in there because I'm gonna go up through there fucking up some shit. Because if the same motherfuckers down here fucking us up down here, I got some shit for their ass. We gonna fuck up heaven together. I tell you that much.
Like what? How you get in there?
Ain't nobody sleeping. I'm gonna be that motherfucker, goddamn it, busting some ass. Ain't nobody sleeping up in heaven. So, goddamn it, if I go there and any of them niggas there, they might as well get prepared. It's gonna be a civil war up in that bitch.
Oh shit.
So you might well goddamn it get paid. I ain't even getting no wings, y'all. They ain't gonna give me no wings. Cause you see me going from goddamn it cloud to cloud fucking these motherfuckers up? They ain't gonna give me no goddamn wings for that shit. They be like, hell no. This bitch said, what on the rampage up in a fucked up heaven?
They say there's a hell below. We all gonna go.
God damn it, I'm moving the motherfucking the golden goddamn seat that his ass sitting on, and every goddamn I'm coming off with the elbow.
Oh shit.
Coming off doing a motherfucker one of them goddamn wrestling moves on Jesus.
Like AP said, he goes spearing.
Yeah. And this thought I give one of them goddamn good hard kick. This is for my uncle that was in that tree, bitch.
Oh God. Hey man, I used to be fucked up, y'all. When I seen old people, I equated old people to them lynching our people back in the days and shit, bro. I
Yeah,
was fucked up. I man.
telling y'all, I'm going through heaven fucking up some shit.
Mm,
Don't let me recognize a motherfucker. When the motherfucker was down here, oh, nigga, what's that dude name that killed the boy in Florida, the little boy?
oh yeah.
George Zimmerman. Let me see his bitch ass up there. We gonna goddamn it tap all the west side of heaven. That's a done deal with that nigga. I'm gonna kick that nigga ass from the west side all the way to the east side. We fucking up clouds and every motherfucking thing. It's gonna be doing some raining down in this like. Every time a nigga come outside, they gonna say, God damn, how many thunderstorms? The motherfucker, there's gonna be so many goddamn storms going through this bitch. God damn it, the weatherman ain't gonna be able to tell y'all ass this shit. He ain't gonna, they gonna be like, damn, I thought he said it was sunny today. Hell no. Well, you know what they say when it's thundering and lightning that the devil's up there beating his bitch ass. They gonna be saying, oh, that must be Empress up there whooping the shit out of George Zimmerman in it. Hell yeah. It ain't gonna be no peace in heaven, so don't y'all niggas come a knocking, because it's gonna be motherfucking rocking. We gonna fuck heaven up. I'm telling you that right now. We're gonna do some damage up in that motherfucker. God gonna get them and build some more stairs, some stairway to heaven. He gonna holler, y'all don't get that bitch up out of here. Them niggas gonna put an elevator together to get me up out of that motherfucker. I'm gonna come through that goddamn it fucking up clouds, all kind of shit. Don't be trying to guess and trying to look at the clouds talking about, oh, that's an angel. I'm gonna look straight through that motherfucker with a smile on my face. Yeah, y'all, I done cleared this motherfucker out. Come on home. Y'all gonna see me smiling up at top of, yeah, bring y'all ass on up here. I done cleared it out in this bitch. Welcome home. They ain't going up there. Ain't no motherfucker down here lynching my people think they finna step up in that bitch. There's a new sheriff in town. That's how I'm gonna come through the motherfucking door the day I leave this bitch. I'm gonna kick the goddamn the whole damn door off the hinges. Goddamn, there's a new sheriff in town. Jesus, you need to get your ass on up out of here. Cause nigga, you ain't did shit for over 6,000 years, nigga. You gotta go. I'm trying to see who put you up here. Cause nigga, you ain't been on the job since your ass been here. New motherfucking sheriff in town. I'm gonna be sitting there, goddamn it. I'm gonna have motherfucking gold tips on my motherfucking wings when I get his ass up out of there. Nigga been stealing out gold and all kind of shit. Now we're gonna do this right. We're gonna do it goddamn right. We're gonna clean house. His ass got to go. What's your damn ass?
Terrible.
My daughter holler at you too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all bad. I don't even, they'll be like, they up there? I'm like, I ain't even going. I'm good. Fuck that. Let them motherfuckers in. Ain't where I want to be at. There's definitely going to be some motherfucking moving furniture around this motherfucker. What is going on? I don't understand. Hey, look, I don't know. I guess it's a part of the game. You know what I mean? However, I think when it comes to information and it comes to, you know, us getting to the truth, I don't think that shouldn't even be up for option. You know what I mean? So with that all being said, you know, we got some announcements and stuff coming up real soon, y'all. So be on the lookout for that. Dropping number Heat Rocks this holiday season, y'all. So when y'all don't see us, y'all know we working, building over here. So salute to the tribe, man. Salute to everybody. Salute to all the American Aborigines. Definitely salute to the Empresses coming through. We definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all already know, man. Shout out to Love of My Life. CEO, man. Definitely appreciate you. And everything you guys do, man. We're going to get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out.
We out. Peace and love, everybody. See y'all tomorrow on Air Power. Tomorrow
Yes,
for the live on Air Power at 1 Central and 2 p.m. Eastern time for the genealogy. She's going to teach y'all about genealogy. So please be in the house and show her that you appreciate everything that she's doing for the community. Love y'all. Peace out.
Peace.